gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Well, if Jeff could speak right now, he would say, "Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture." He is your host, Jeff Hicks, and I think he's here now.
I am, Kendo, but would you please continue because that was wonderful.
Oh, he's your host, Jeff Hicks, and with him tonight, the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you, Extra White Jeff. And if you think that you're having a bad week, hey, at least you're not Dana White.
That's true. That's true. That chuckle fuck in the background is the last standing Samoan, the Samoan Sizzler himself, Nick Utam.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for it.
And I'm the white guy.
Thank you, white guy.
Welcome.
Collectively, our credit score is 819.
Yeah. We can find.
I did just get another update sent to my phone. My banking institution said, your FICO score went up. Come check it now. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to buy anything.
Folks, welcome to 2023, where WCBS is going to spend the entire show deciding what we're going to finance together this year.
Yes.
Do we need a yacht?
Oh, I mean,
No, let's get no. Let's the maintenance on the yacht is ridiculous. Let's just get a private jet and be happy with it.
Yeah, who's not going to be happy with a G6?
Exactly.
yeah, we'll be so fly like a
Matthew
G6.
McConaughey was willing to sell out Ben Stiller for a G6.
That's true. He was.
Oh, well.
just to bring him a TiVo.
And lots of money.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite Tom Cruise role?
At this point, oh God, I mean, Maverick was damn good, but yeah, it's got to be Les Grossman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm even willing to go out on a limb and say, as much as I like Tom Cruise and I love fucking Top Gun, Les Grossman's on a totally different level because
He is, man.
I can only imagine what that sales pitch to him was like because I believe he's uncredited in the movie as well. If it was just like, here's what you're gonna do, Tom. We want you to put on this fat suit and this body hair thing and this skull cap thing to make you look half bald. And we want you to act like the most arrogant fucking movie producing prick in the world. And he was probably like, you don't even have to pay me. I'll do it. I've seen enough of them.
I think he also did it for like an MTV award show as well. Like he kept the character going for a bit longer.
It's a spinoff we never got, but we totally needed.
I'm still willing to accept it. You know,
Les Grossman,
almost 20 years
producer.
later.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
The world would be a better place with it. So, folks, help us make that Les Grossman sequel happen. I mean, look, after Top Gun, he's got Mission Impossible, and then after Mission Impossible, unless Tom Cruise is ready to retire, I think it's time for that Tropic Thunder sequel.
Tom Cruise would rather die than retire. That dude is gonna die making a movie on his way to Valhalla because he is fucking crazy.
Dude, he's gonna die crossing the street. Let's be honest, okay?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's not act like this dude has any interest in not doing movies ever again. Because
he's gonna die hailing a cab for something really mundane.
yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Now, folks, this is our first episode of 2023, which means we're going to have some fun predictions tonight. We're going to be talking about a few things that we're looking forward to this year, as well as talking about some of our other big topics that we want to cover tonight. And over the coming weeks, you're going to see a couple new additions to the WCBS show. I'm excited to be unveiling them down the line, but be prepared. We keep talking about 2023 as this big year. It's not a sales pitch, it's a reality. So be on the lookout for that. We'll be back in a couple of days with some more content, and you'll see the bigger picture very soon. Now, with that out of the way, guys, How was your Christmases? Dion, did you have a good time? It was great to see you, man.
It was awesome to see you. That made New Year's awesome. Christmas was busy, running around, family bullshit. But that's the joke around here. I'm like, you know what? I complain, but it ain't bad having TV dad problems.
What about you, Nick?
Oh, mine blew. Hard. Yeah.
Sorry to
They
hear.
were terrible. Yeah.
What about you, Kendo?
Kind of hard to follow that one up. So not good. I went home, got to go back to Camp Kendo for the first time in a long time, and tried to relax. That didn't happen. Spent nearly double the amount of time that would take me to get to Camp Kendo, traveling to Camp Kendo, because, well, this kid has developed a new talent called shitting right after dad leaves the gas station. So we have to get off the fucking highway again.
I hate that skill.
So that happened quite a bit. I went home, visited the family, kind of relaxed a little bit, got back for New Year's, celebrated the New Year, celebrated the birthday. And now I'm here. So it was all right. Unremarkable.
Now, Dion, you received a pretty awesome Christmas gift from one of our listeners, correct?
I did.
Now, we have to see if he's here in the chat. If I see that Dixon Cider is here, well, he is not currently. So if Dixon Cider is there, folks, let us know. If Dixon Cider, you're here, say something to us, my friend, because Dion has the gift. He has seen it. He's experienced it. I've experienced his reaction, and he has a small message for you. But, guys, we have recapped our Christmases. So here we are. Now we're going to start talking about the show because 2023 is here. We got a lot of stuff to cover. So first off, we have the big, and I do mean the big WrestleMania meetup happening out here in California. It'll be the end of March, the beginning of April. The 30th and 31st March, April 1st and 2nd, WrestleMania. We're going to have events that we're going to be planning. We're going to have meetups. We're going to have meet and greets around wrestling, unrelated to wrestling. It doesn't matter if you like wrestling or not. If you're a fan of the WCBS show, we know you are because you're here right now, you're going to want to come to this. We have fans that are coming in from out of town. We have fans that are coming in from other parts of the state. We have fans that are wrestling fans coming in from other parts of the world. So that's going to be kind of cool as well. So you don't want to miss out on that because nobody does. So just keep listening to the show because we've given you the dates. We'll give you the announcements the closer we get. But let's make our first announcement. We have our road to WrestleMania. It starts with the Royal Rumble. So that's going to be coming up at the end of the month. This Royal Rumble will have some prediction games and we'll do some kind of fun stuff like that. Maybe a bracket or two. Kendo, let's work on something like that behind the scenes for the audience.
All right.
Because we can all, play together. And folks, that'll be our first big WWE event of the year. We're going to be here for them all this year. We're going to be here. We're going to have a new format for them all. They're going to be more wrestling focused, be on topic. And we're going to have some more wrestling content coming to the channel very soon as well. Now, the Royal Rumble is always fun. We'll save our predictions for another time. But it's nice to be at the point in the wrestling calendar where anything can happen, where it's kind of exciting. No matter how jaded you've been or how disappointed you've been over the last 20 years or so, this time of year is always exciting for a wrestling fan because that WrestleMania card starts to get a little clearer and the Royal Rumble is fairly unpredictable. Guys, are you excited for the road to WrestleMania?
I actually am. For the first time in a while, I'm actually excited.
Good.
Yeah, I'd say 60% excited.
That's a lot for you.
Yeah, we're talking about very tempered expectations, though. So, but yeah, I would like to think that Cody Rhodes will come back and win the Royal Rumble and go on to defeat Rogaine Ramirez for the title that his daddy got stripped away from him. But, we'll see. Depends on whether – WWE being the classy organization that has lots of foresight spoiled it the other day when they were fucking running a Cody Rhodes package. It's like, why don't you just have him show up? Instead of teasing it, just have him show up. What's the best way to get people to tune in next time? Surprise them with something this time. That's what Tony Khan did for a while, till he ran out of former WWE wrestlers to sign.
I mean, that is the truth of the matter, sadly, as much as I hate to say it. It pains me to say it. AEW has lost a lot of its fire. Here's a weird one of my predictions for 2023, Kendo, even though this isn't officially on the list yet, but AEW will suffer a major loss to the point where it will be on life support until it limps to a death
Ouch.
in 2024.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Well, that poll I put up not too long ago, the overwhelming consensus was in 5 years, AEW would be essentially Impact. So that's kind of how I feel about it too. It just depends on what time or when old Daddy Khan decides to cut off the purse strings and tell Tony, sorry, you can't snort Adderall and go to wrestling shows anymore.
Well, I mean, I from what you guys have told me about AEW, they put their money into a game as well, which I think was a misstep. If you just started an organization, I think you need to wait a long time for that to happen before you make a video game for AEW. You should probably just keep reinvesting the money until you become big enough to where you people want a game.
Well,
yeah.
That's definitely a part of it. I think the other side of it is, as little as it happens, Kendo's right. Fucking, little baby Khan is smelling his own farts, and then they had that shit go down with CM Punk, and it's just like, dude, you got to get your fucking house in order, man. Listen, I'm not as doom and gloom as the rest of the brothers. I think they have a legit shot to right the ship, so to speak. It's not all bad, but man, the last few months have been fucking rough.
And now, what's the deal with CM Punk? He's out of both organizations. So
yeah, he's still technically, I think, on AEW's payroll because they're negotiating his exit. Although people keep going, oh, it's a work. He's going to come back and work over all the people. I don't think he is. He doesn't seem to me like the type of guy that goes out and says shit like he said at the fucking All Out scrum because he was asked to do so.
Yeah, listen, it's pro wrestling. Anything can fucking happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being a work. But I think it's just CM Punk doing CM Punk things. And the thing that he is the best in the world at is burning the fucking bridge he's standing on. And I think he did it again, and especially when he's like, hey, you're not the bitch with the glass slipper on anymore. So he gets mad about it. And then he throws a fucking tantrum. And he did it again. Is it possible to work? Yeah, but what one? If you got a gun pointed to your fucking head, which one are you gonna assume is the case? CM Punk pulled a CM fucking Punk, and then he's talking shit about people in the locker room and shit, and obviously it's been a couple months now, but bitching at the press conference, that dude looked like Randy Moss when he left the fucking Patriots. That dude was being a diva, high as shit, So. But yeah, we'll see. They got Tony's got to get his fucking house in order. Otherwise, he will end up like Impact. It'll take a while, but this shit is on the horizon. You keep fucking up.
Mm-hmm. So that's why you don't hire people and put them in popular or prominent positions because you want to be cool. You need to be a boss, not a friend.
Exactly. Now, guys, I think we should definitely keep the wrestling segment as a portion of this show moving forward to WrestleMania at least, because it's interesting again. There's a lot to talk about. Multiple different organizations. Hell, even Wrestle Kingdom 17 had some interesting stuff to talk about, which we'll save some stuff towards the end. We'll try to keep that more formatted. That's one thing we're doing this year that I want to do is keep things a little tighter. So right now, I want to talk about the word of the day. Now, Dion, get your picture from Dixon Cider ready. But Shrubbles08 says, the word of the day is tinkle. So we have Fistful of Tinkle, Tinkle and the Bandit, Moon Tinkle, and My Black Ass presents Tinkle Tinkle, Dion Greenwinkle.
Hot tub tinkle machine.
The Tinkle Fairy.
Yeah, for a few tinkles more.
Red
Tinkle
tinkle
juice.
Yeah. The tinkle on
Last
Pelham
tinkle.
1, 2, 3.
The Bad News Tinkle.
Tinkle Taylor, Soldier Spy.
All right, that wins. Folks, you know what to do. Send in your tinkle titles all through the night. But SH Rebels08 or Shrebels08, thank you very much for getting us started. The first word of the year is tinkle. Now, folks, we would love for one of you out there. Oh, whoa, hold on. We got to stop everything, guys. Joseph Yanowich, Hold on, guys. Sorry, folks. For those listening on the audio portion of the show, be prepared because you're about to learn some math.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and two-thirds chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and two-thirds percent, I got 141 and two-thirds chance of winning at Sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
It's a shame he lost that match.
Damn,
We
yeah.
all lost that match.
The classic that we all lost.
Yeah, he went into that match and he performed about like Michigan did in the college football playoff semifinals.
Ooh. Now, this comes from our good friend Joseph Bienowicz, so we got to get this one right. He says, Happy New Year to all. Happy New Year to the men of WCBS. This is to start funding for the WCBS submarine named the Deep Purple. Sorry, Dion. Can I get a ghost horse and a Buffalo's Jeff special? Party boob! Batista Schlong will live on. What an opener. What an opener. Now, folks, if you'd like to help crowdfund the WCBS submarine, you know what to do. We will officially christen it the Deep Purple. Guys, I can see us now going on a 4-week expedition of, I don't know, the greatest depths of in the ocean. Better than James Cameron can, because we're world class, baby. He's not.
Yeah, and we're not boring as fuck.
Yeah, well, we also have this massive issue that like most of us are too big for a submarine because like even in the Navy, there's like height and weight requirements to go on a submarine because they're not exactly built for spacious living. That's David Robinson. That's how he got out of the Navy because they're like, your ass is too tall to go on that fucking submarine. Go play basketball.
Fine. We'll go in the opposite direction. Fire us into space. There we go. Fire us into space.
That could work too. We could still call the thing the Deep Purple.
There you go. Still works out. There
Well,
you
the
go.
thing is,
Going deep a different way.
If we have a full-size nuclear submarine, but it's just for the 4 of us, do you think it'll balance out okay?
Should be fine.
Yeah. I'll ask Uncle Putin. I think he's got one on. You know that he wants to sell somewhere.
I didn't know you were part Russian, Nick. Shit.
No, I'm not. I just know somebody who is.
Oh, okay.
I have no affiliation
man.
with Russia. I swear. Wink, wink.
We
nudge,
all
nudge.
promise, folks. Isn't that a weird disclaimer to have to put on your podcast these days?
You ain't lying, shit.
God, that'd be
I mean, if we really knew all of the rules of YouTube, I'm sure we have to put on like a 10-minute disclaimer before each episode, just to be sure.
Oh, okay.
you know
So
what?
we have an update. The United States Navy does not restrict height on submarines, but they have standards regarding weight. The highest, they had a limited number of bunks that were 6 feet 6 inches long. So you're gonna be ducking through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the ideal height, maximum height for somebody on a submarine is 6'1".
Shit.
So all of us are okay except for Jeff.
Damn it.
Dion will have to do a little bit of ducking, and Nick and I will have to be careful around them corners because
Yeah,
there could be a beam there that could smack us right in the kisser.
that's true.
So maybe I should just be on like a live stream while you 3 are on the submarine. I'll be like the man in the chair. I'll like fly above in a helicopter. And
all
I'll
of
just
us-
talk to you guys the entire time.
Then a giant squid eats us alive, and that's it. That's the show.
No, man. That's when I come in. I got missiles on this helicopter. Just kind of fly in fucking Johnny Quest style. Blow up the squid, come in real low, drop the fucking rope ladder. You guys climb up. Oh, shit, there's a shark. We got bat repellent shark spray. Good to go. And there we're done.
Somehow I get left on the submarine, and I'm forced to fucking spend months alone underwater.
You have a hell of a beard, Kendo. No, it's like, God, we should definitely do this. Folks, we're going to go sail the ocean blue. It'll be like WCBS 1919 edition.
1919.
We're going to be chasing, it'll be like a cyberpunk Moby Dick. That's our genre now.
That's fine. That's fine.
That actually sounds kind of cool.
We'll base ourselves out of Seattle. We'll call ourselves the Seattle Submariners. And we'll just rip off everything in the Seattle Mariners logos. It'll be great. They'll sue us. We'll be like, we don't have anything for you to sue. Shut up, bitch.
We're a shell corporation.
Yeah. Like, you can't sue us. You have to sue, like, all of the Bahamas. That ain't going to fly.
You have to sue Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's funny, Kendo.
But Joseph Bianowicz, thank you very much for starting this year off amazing. Folks, thank you for supporting us each and every week. We love you guys. We love doing the show, and we're going to keep on doing it. But we're going to ask for one more thing real quick. Hit that thumbs up button. We're going to be asking a lot more this year. Why? Because it actually helps. Every time you give a video a thumbs up, every time you give a live stream a thumbs up, it lets this computer that runs everything know that this is content worth watching. And you're spending your time here, so it's definitely worth watching. So, folks, we thank you in advance, but we're always going to remind you, hit that thumbs up button to let YouTube know that you enjoy this content. And if you're listening on live streaming or Podbean or any of the other formats like that, iTunes, Stitcher, give us a 5-star rating. Again, not for our egos. It just helps us become better searchable in the index, and it makes it a lot easier for people to consume this world-class content.
Yeah, stick it to Susan. Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah. So, Sejorjan is owed another Steiner math because he sent in a massive super chat for the High Council. So what we're going to do, Sejorjan, is when we go to transfer to the audience portion of the show, we're going to give you your Steiner math button. So folks, thanks Cesario Japan, or Sejorjan, he's known around these parts, for the awesome support over on the High Council for the extra Steiner math you're about to receive tonight. Now, before we get into anything else, guys, let's take a quick moment to look back, because we did have our first fundraiser, the WCBS toy drive from 2022. Now, guys, we ran that, and that brought in over $1,100 to Toys for Tots. So I'd like to thank everyone in the community who helped raise that money. It went directly to the charity, and it was a great way to end the year. So, folks, it was an awesome season of giving. We appreciate everybody who gave to that and a whole lot more. And be on the lookout for what we do next, because it was fun. We're going to do more stuff. And while we're on the subject real quick, do you guys see how much the Damar Hamlin Toy Fund has raised?
Last I saw, it was at like $5 million.
Yeah, it was at like a couple 100,000 when he went down on the field the other night. So people
I think it's up
behind
past 7 now, I think.
Jeez.
That was so bizarre. Like, I was getting ready to come back here. Last thing I wanted to do was watch the game in Cincinnati. I had actually been driving around downtown before the game, taking care of some things, and the energy was high. And then that terrible thing happened, and I was like, wow, I can't believe, like, on TV that happened. What'd you guys think?
It was crazy, man. I was, watching it at home, but I was talking to Hillary. I was outside smoking a cigar. I had the sound off, and I saw him go down. I was like, damn. I was like, hopefully he's all right. I'm half paying attention. Next thing I look over is I see, they're all huddled around him. There's, they're all circled him. And I got the fucking notification on ESPN that they had to do CPR. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Finally turned the sound on, and they were like, yeah, dude had CPR in the field. They showed Zach Moss, I think is who it was, walking away from the group, like crying. It was insane, man. I was like, dude, I hope we didn't just watch somebody fucking die on national television.
Yeah. I was worried about that.
Well, I mean, we watched Will Smith die last year, so I mean, it's only fitting.
We watched his.
Oh yeah, and then Uche, former lineman for the Jags, died too. And I listened to his fucking show on YouTube.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. man. He was part of this community. We put out a tweet when he passed away. It's sad. He was, I think he was only 44 or 42. So,
Yeah, dude.
I mean, look, death is sad when it happens to anybody, but especially when you're that young with a family and stuff like that. So, not to sound cliched, but, sending the thoughts out there and all that stuff for his family. And, folks, always send positivity out there in the world. You never know who's going to need it. But what we need to do is have some fun tonight. So we got most of the stuff out of the way for the housekeeping. Tonight, what we're going to be talking about is some Dave Bautista stuff, some James Gunn news. We're actually going to do this because I found an article, a Star Wars forecast. We'll see if Star Wars can actually make a comeback in 2023. There's hope somewhere. We'll hear what the audience has to say. We're going to be playing some prediction games, and we're going to be talking about the year ahead in general. So, folks, tonight is going to be another fun event here on World Class Bullshitters. You guys know how to take control of the show. Send in your messages. Tell us what you want us to talk about as well, and we'll have fun. We'll have buttons. We'll have all of that stuff. You know what we should do, guys? Instead of trying to pace things out at our normal rate, why don't we get to the audience and then get to the show a little quicker than usual? How do you guys feel about that?
I'm down. Let's do
Sounds
it.
good, man.
All right. Well, Sojourn, thank you very much. Sojourn, thank you for sending in the message on the High Council. Let me make sure that we press the button for you right.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and two-thirds chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 and two-thirds percent, I got 141 and two-thirds chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice.
75, two-thirds percent.
Perchance chance of winning drastically go down. What you heard is a man having a stroke and a seizure while trying to do math, and somehow got the facts right.
It worked.
Scott, you are a genetic freak.
And not normal.
Yeah. Kurt Angle knows.
Yes, he does.
We all know. We all know. So, speaking of knowing, we all know that SH Rebels 08 or Shrebels 08 is here every week here on the show, and very early as well. So, beyond the word of the day, Shrebels 08 says, Tyler Perry's Medea's Golden Showers, Tinkle Edition. Jennifer Lawrence was the first person to tinkle on film. Deep tinkle.
Damn.
That'd be weird. Look, I've seen enough Jennifer Lawrence movies, okay? She's in the first of every movie.
Listen, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have civil rights. I mean, what Jennifer Lawrence has done for us has saved us.
Has she saved your people, Dion? Is that what she's done?
You know what? She's just the greatest ever in terms of civil rights. She's the first person to ever care about rights. You know what I mean? So I just go to sleep. I lay my head on my pillow. I close my eyes and I pray. Thank you, Jennifer.
She's the one that told Rosa Parks not to get up.
That's right. That's right.
Dion, don't tell your wife that.
Yeah. Baby, I don't mean that. She's just, she's not even my type.
Wait, Jennifer Lawrence won the Civil War? Oh man, thank you, J-Lo.
Yeah. She was the first state not to secede.
Oh, the Republic of Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh my god.
I don't know if she's ever said anything else besides that. That's not what she meant, and that she was embarrassed by being around Viola Davis. But
so and also I still love it that Viola Davis is kind of like disagreeing with her. It's like both of you are retarded.
I mean, listen, sometimes it is hilarious watching two people just smell each other's farts and their farts at the same time. And that's what made it so goddamn funny. It's just especially for it was just the fact that it was variety was the chef's kiss. Like, man, they do not live in the same world that we do. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm with you. I was like, hey, I get like getting, not being able to actually articulate what you mean very well, but goddamn, is it funny? Is it funny?
But I love how the tweet got ratioed, and then all of a sudden they put in the video. It's like, that's fucking worse.
Yep.
It
was first the quote, then it was the video. It's like, you're giving us more evidence.
You're removing the possibility of saying, "Oh, it was taken out of context," because you gave us the whole context. Way to go!
It was glorious. It was glorious.
In that moment, and again, it's possible that she misspoke, right? But in that moment, I think she meant exactly what the fuck she said. She was just like, no one had ever done it before, so everyone told us. I mean, yeah, the studio bankrolled, a couple $100 million to make this movie, but no one had done it before. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course, Sigourney Weaver, she's a fucking cocktail waitress. You know what I'm saying? But no one had done it before. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have great female action stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, Michelle Yeoh, what the fuck is she talking about? But we still did that shit. And that made me laugh so goddamn hard. Oh my God. She just sniffing him.
And it took her so long to make it like a retraction or like a statement about it. I'm just like, you just don't care, do you? You just don't care.
Listen, she went home and was like, she went home and laid in her tub and she was like, nailed it.
I am such a trailblazer. This interview was perfect.
Oh, J-Law.
There's evidence of me with an African American person, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. They're gonna love me.
Now, Goku McDuck has a question for Kendo. Kendo, what if Vince McMahon made his own crypto coin?
That'd be such good shit, pal. We call it the chocolate titty coin.
Sign me up. I'm gonna get my my next year's income just in chocolate titty coin. It worked out for that dude in the NFL, right? He got his his bonus in cryptocurrency, and he had to pay like 35 G's after taxes.
Yes, every time I hear about Bitcoin going down even further, I think about that guy. I'm like, he had the first ever contract thing in Bitcoin. Eesh. Hopefully he got in on that shit before it tanked.
TLJ Screwjob, thank you. Mr. Cleo, will Batman be tonally darker than Dion?
Oh my God.
Oh shit. You called me now. Yeah. You're a Libra, aren't you, darling? No, let me check the cards, because why? The cards don't lie. Oh, so there you go. Spin. Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Well, let me tell you what the cards say, darling. Because again, the cards, Batman and Dion, you're a Libra. Anyway, will it be darker than that chocolate hunk of a man, Dion? Oh, let's see. And the cards say, "I would have mercy. You bet your black ass." Call me now.
These have been the wise words of Mr. Cleo.
Oh God, I can't believe HMX has the documentary on Mrs. Cleo.
Dude.
Oh God, we gotta watch that.
Talk about a fucking blast from the past.
Dude, like
Let's
as soon
do
as I saw
that
that,
for
as soon
Patreon
as I saw that, I had to message you guys. I was like, holy shit, they fucking did it. It fucking happened.
It's like that's beyond the curve thing. Like, we just gotta sit down one day and watch it.
100%.
Yes. 100%.
Now, our friend Xavier DeGod is here. He says, Happy New Year's, boys. I'm starting the New Year's sick. Yay. But let's play a game. Push, Barry, Fire. RVD, Jeff Hardy, and Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh, I'm pushing Eddie all day. Firing Jeff Hardy and keeping RVD.
I'm gonna fire Jeff Hardy because legally that's probably the best thing you can do. You're gonna have to bury RVD and push Eddie Guerrero.
I will fire Jeff Hardy to save myself. I will... Oh, man. I guess I'll bury... Fine, fuck it. I'll push RVD and bury Eddie Guerrero because he's already buried. So there we go.
Yeah.
Damn.
They did that 16 or 17 years ago, Jeff. You're late to the party.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry. He was one of my favorites.
That was cooler than Samoa Joe fucking ragging on Jeff Hardy.
I mean,
Pretend this is an AA meeting and be quiet while I'm sharing with the group.
sometimes the low-hanging fruit is the most delicious, you know?
Hey,
Who cares?
it works.
It's like, oh, great. There's a watermelon. It was easy. Dixon Cider in the chat. What's up? He says, Happy New Year to this awesome panel and a very special one to you, Dion. Horses love, horses life. Motorcycle button, please. Now, Dion, I'm going to press the motorcycle button, and then I would like you to show the audience what Dixon Cider gave you.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow, that was the 558th time that guy's died on our channel.
Yeah. Now, Kendo, what we're about to do to commemorate his heroic feats of flying over that car, we're going to actually make that our first t-shirt of 2023. I'm going to go and I'm going to make an actual piece of art, full art, like the kind that you would see for one of the covers, like the Wokebusters cover, the Tits and Art book. By the way, folks, follow the Indiegogo update. They were supposed to send the funds on the 28th of October. Hey, on the 27th of December, they showed up. Posted a big update. Going ahead, I'm signing everybody's book. If you paid to get it autographed, you're getting a personalized thing to make it even better. It goes in a special sleeve, and it gets sent out in a special mailer. All that's here. It's ready to go. So I'm taking care of that. I'll post pictures and updates and all that fun stuff. Sorry on their behalf for the delay, but we've kept you up to date on the entire campaign over there. And so there you go. But
I'm glad that worked out, man, because I was worried they were gonna pull some bullshit and take our money. But
Yep. If anybody listening wants to get the rest of us to sign their books, find us in the wild.
yes, folks, we are going
Dion's
to
walking out of work one day and some dude runs up with a fucking fistful of markers and in comic books like, oh, I did. And he's like, Dion freaks out, punches him in the throat, and then we get sued.
It was just for stealing Solo, I swear.
Listen, I'm always cool, calm, and collected on the job there, sir. I never lose one.
Autograph. Shut up, bitch. Miss Cleo sees an ass whooping in your future.
Well,
Out of mercy. Out of mercy. Out of mercy.
just be prepared.
Oh shit!
Once they read Wokebusters, they're going to be coming after you even more. So,
Okay.
Dion, you're going to be an even bigger star.
well, I
can't
can't
wait.
wait. God, I can't wait to get my proton pack.
Dude, it's such a fun story. Okay, Nick, you might be my favorite character. Just putting that out there.
Why?
No, you have my favorite gags. I'm not going to share the gags.
Okay,
right
all right,
now.
fair
It
enough,
ruins
fair
it for the
enough.
thing, but like some of the best gags are
the
yours.
only thing I ask of you is please don't make me say quantum like 14 times in a row. Just
The
that's
word
all I ask of
quantum
you.
does not appear.
Hey
in
Jeff,
Wokebusters
go ahead and give
once.
away all the information from your comic book you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
No.
Kendo's
That's my
in
only
it.
requirement. Don't have me say quantum 14 times. That's all I ask for. That's it.
Here's your spoiler for this week, folks. The word quantum does not appear in Wokebusters.
Okay.
Oh, that's disappointing. I was hoping to see Nick say it like 10 times.
No. The
Quantum
science in this-
entanglement, quantum realm.
Oh,
the
an
science in this
entanglement,
book
eh?
is way more fun.
That shit never goes well.
No.
Quantum.
Have Nick say quantum entanglement, and then some random black dude that may or may not be Will Smith. We don't know. Any coincidence between him and that character is purely coincidence. And Nick he says quantum entanglement, and then this guy comes up and slaps him in the face and just walks away.
I'd allow it.
Well, I'm writing down Will Smith and the quantum entanglement because that could be a T-shirt, a comic book. When we launch our website, we can have a whatchamacallit
Keep my
comic
quantum
strip.
physics out your fucking mouth.
Yeah. Here's how you do the quantum entanglement shirt too. There's a different one of us getting slapped on each shirt, and people just have to buy it and hope. It's like those old time like figure packs where you just buy the pack and it came in a wrapper, and you'd have to hope that you got the one that you wanted. That's how you should do that. Like, God damn it! I bought 10 of these, and I've got Nick every time.
Damn, Nick's the hardest one to find. You got the rarest shirt.
Yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll have like a swap meet convention somewhere in the Midwest. I don't know, like Kansas, and people can show up and then be like, "Hey, man, I got 5 size large Knicks. Who needs one? You need one? Okay, cool. I need a Dion size. You got a medium? Medium? Yeah. I'll trade you." That's how we can do it. How you collect them all.
Oh, God.
I'm there, folks. WCBS Trade-a-thon coming to Kansas 2024. What do you guys want to do in Topeka?
Think about how much better it is in Omaha, even though that's not much of an upgrade.
Well, speaking of Omaha, folks, if you're hungry this holiday season, make sure you get steaks from anywhere because we're not fucking sponsored by Omaha Steak.
That's correct.
But when we are, you'll be the first to know because our promos will be better than Chris Jericho's. They'll be so fucking smooth. You won't even know you listened to a commercial. It'll be the whole episode. You'll go .com and it'll go, and yeah, this episode was wonderful, just like those delicious Omaha steaks. And you'll go, holy shit, I need one. Call me now. And that's it.
Yeah.
But
Or we'll just do the swap meet in Kansas City and we'll just hang out in the Power and Light District all day getting drunk.
They're not mutually exclusive. It's one then the other, not one or the other.
I mean, that works too. I mean, I'd rather go to Kansas City than Kansas. I fucking hate the state of Kansas.
I have no desire to go to Kansas again. I've been. There's not a lot there.
No.
We'll go to Kansas City, get some barbecue, steer clear of St. Louis, and get back to the audience.
Well, it's not hard to do, man. St. Louis is like a 4-hour drive from Kansas City, so you know, bullets don't travel that far, Jeff. We'll be okay.
Hey, Dion.
Yo.
Do you have your picture for Dixon Cider?
Well, when you put it like that, I'm scared to say yeah, but no, yeah, I grabbed the
So, Dixon Cider, thank you very much for your wonderful WCBS Christmas present. Folks, we appreciate everything you guys send to the P.O. Box. As soon as we get a little more content, I will be creating a Tales from the P.O. Box video. We have this wonderful Back to the Future DeLorean Lego set and a whole lot more. But just wanted to make a full video out of it. And then once we do, we'll get back into the rotation of having P.O. Box content. So, yes, send your stuff in.
Yeah.
So, oh, okay. So I was just checking the chat here. Now, while Dion gets that set up, Anubis T800 says, "I wish you all a good holiday. For me, I passed my Christmas without electricity, but I met Melissa Detweiler after 1st January. It was awesome. Anubis T800, I had to look her up, the bodybuilder. Where did you meet her? Was it at a con or? Oh, there's Dion.
He looks so fucking enthused, dude.
I know, you look weirder than you did when I saw you 3 days ago.
He looks like a disappointed Stephen A. Smith. Wait, no, that's always Stephen A. Smith.
So, what I received for the holiday season, what I received as a gift from what I assumed was my trustworthy, warm, and gentle fan base.
I do enjoy Malcolm X classes.
I know I do.
It's unique to say in the least, and it was revealed to me when my closest friend, my best buddy,
this present
comes
didn't land
for our
on
annual for our annual holiday bash at New Year's. And I see this great note, and it says to Dion Green, I heard you love horses.
I feel like he's gonna fucking make me repent.
Nay. And I was like, huh, that's weird. I saw the upper portion, and I was like, cool. And then my eyes drifted south. And at which point I realized...
Don't go south, Dion. Dion, do not go south. Do not go south.
I should have. I went south.
Do, Dion. I'm afraid of the hellfire and damnation, too. I repent.
Testify. Because what I received, this person needs Jesus. It's not too bad, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. What?
Oh, yeah, we knew about that.
What? You know, I at first I felt confusion, then a warm fuzzy feeling, and then boom, utter and complete and utter bewilderment, and it really brightened the holidays, and for that, thank you very much.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff. Didn't the guy show us that picture or something along those lines on a stream, and Dion wasn't there, so he's been completely ambushed by this thing, and we knew he was walking into it?
Yeah,
no.
For weeks.
So I don't listen to the whole show, but I keep up with going on. I heard that, and I was like, That'd be kind of funny, but he's not gonna do that to me, my
Did it to you.
homie, my brother from another mother, Dixon Cider, and then it actually happened. And you know what? The son of a bitch got me.
Yeah.
The son of a bitch got me.
To be fair, a Dixon cider is usually how you get brothers from other mothers.
Right. And in this case, sometimes they come with hooves and questions about their private parts.
Well, I'm glad you have those questions there. Folks,
How do we
thank you for
follow
sending
that? Just roll the credits. Show's over.
Yeah, folks, thank you for watching.
Anything else at this point?
It's been a wonderful episode. Be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com. How do we top?
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
Could you imagine if we actually did it that way?
Dude, I guarantee you there was somebody that as soon as that hit, they like, fuck, and they turned the stream off. And now they're like those people that leave the stadium like, early because their team's losing by 10 with like 5 minutes to go. And then halfway through the parking lot, they find out that the team came back and they go rushing back in, but they won't let them in.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. And 5 people were like, oh my God, the show's over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to those 5 people. The show's actually just beginning.
But how do we top that in 2023? I don't know.
We don't.
I mean, it's still ahead of us. The whole thing.
This is merely the beginning, Kendo. Merely the beginning.
I mean, 2022 was a fun year. I mean, personally, I found it to be completely unremarkable with the exception of Top Gun Maverick, but that's neither here nor there. How do we top it in 2023? I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see how we top it. Is it going to be more cloven hoofed women pictures of centaurs to Dion? I don't know. I'd rather it not because I could see the pain in that man's eyes because he didn't know whether or not to get a boner or get scared or a fear boner.
Erection.
Difference.
Oh shit! Sometimes it's the friends we make along the way, boys.
Nick, did you just call it a fear erection?
Fear erection, yeah.
Is that a movie? Because if not,
No,
we should...
that's from that's from Workaholics.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're stealing it and turning it into our own things.
That's entirely fine.
A schlocky B picture, fear erection, coming soon.
Coming Halloween 2024. She's looking at you, but she's got eyes that are kind of crazy. You don't know if you want to bone or if you want to run home. Fear erection. Rated R for retarded.
From the studios that brought you Knife After Dark. Now, guys, I'm aware of one thing I do have to press before we continue on from our friend Joseph Bione. She's been very patient. Sorry, Dion.
Hello, Dion.
We need to get him one of them handsome cab rides. It's the only way to
Alexa.
conquer his fear.
Unmute.
Well, 2023 is going to be the year that Dion conquers that fear.
Yeah, we'll go to Indianapolis. We'll get a handsome cab and we'll make him ride shotgun with the guy. And the guy can. It's kind of like how you get somebody over their fear of flying. You get somebody to fly with them that can tell about all the ins and the outs of the plane and the sounds it's making. And that turbulence is normal. Yes, it's whatever. That's what we should do for Dion. Get him a handsome cab ride and just have the fucking guy driving the thing just explain to Dion the whole time. No, the horse is supposed to do that. It's okay.
Or we go to the Kentucky Derby, get dressed up and drink.
I like that idea way more.
That is a really good option too. Like, see, Dion, the horsies are right there. They're on the other side of the rail. They can't get you. And then one randomly fucking jumps the rail and starts stampeding through the infield and trampling people. It's like, well, there's no coming back from this. He is gone.
Should we go to the Kentucky Derby and report live from there?
I mean, now that we say it out loud, that sounds like a good idea.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
All right, I think we'll have to do it.
Well, we should do it next year. We'll do the Triple Crown. We'll go to the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
We'll drink.
2 of those 3 things happen over the summer, which means I ain't working.
We'll get sponsored by a couple bourbon brands, and we'll tour the country and drink their bourbon and say, folks, this episode of World Class Bullshitters is brought to you by Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
I'm drinking it.
Yeah, we get sponsored by bourbon and randomly like horse racing boots or something like that. But when I go to the Downs, I always wear my whatever the fuck these are called racing boots. Whether Whether you're a 4 foot tall Mexican jockey or me, these are the boots you wear to the track.
Oh my god.
You're as good of a salesman as Rocky is.
Oh my god.
It's a knockout.
Oh. Also, Joseph Bienowicz, thank you for being patient. Here's your other button.
You found my secret button. Lucky you. Lucky me.
Well, that's a
Alexa.
turn. You're talking about fun things like,
Oh
you
god.
ride
Speaking
horses.
of Buffalo Jeff, he's not dead, and I want to ask the audience and people who are going to listen to this, later on as well. Let us know if you still want Buffalo Jeff on Cameo, so you can send your friends creepy messages and creepy happy birthdays.
Yeah. He'll tuck it and dance around to Goodbye Horses.
Yeah, you'll be able to hear it in the microphone.
No slap.
That doesn't mean start doing it.
It doesn't. Or does it?
I mean, if anything, we should do it just in memory of Q Lazarus.
Well,
Yeah,
we're going to be on Cameo.
give us thumbs up, and we'll know from that you guys want want us to do more Buffalo Jeff.
If we can get 100 thumbs ups in the chat, and they could all be by one person just doing it 100 times, we don't care at this point. Buffalo Jeff will sing Goodbye Horses on Cameo to your friends.
Yes, we'll just get world-class bullshitters on Cameo. I think it'd be kind of fun because some people might want Mr. Cleo. Some people might want a history lesson from Kendo. And some people
or just have me cuss him out.
Yeah, or a rant from Nick about why Rob Zombie is the world's greatest scourge on cinema.
Dear God. Oh, dear God.
Can't wait to get 150 Cameo requests about why Woodrow Wilson sucked. I feel like I just did this one.
It's just Ken staring into a camera with whiskey in his hand. He's like, "Listen, motherfucker."
Like, look, Woodrow Wilson, he's fat, all right? He should have ran lickety split, but he can't. Fat ass.
R.I.P. President Wilson.
Oh my God.
All right, so folks, let's keep this fun rolling. I wish we could talk about Buffalo Jeff and Meth Gator all night long. Maybe in the future we'll have a big enough interest.
Hey
in the
man,
audience.
if Cocaine Bear gets a sequel, we'll do Meth Gator.
We will.
Oh, yeah. We got to capitalize. Strike while the iron's hot. We'll steal their idea, turn it around a little bit, and make it Florida-based. No one will notice. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I had this awesome beer called Florida Man over New Year's.
Did it
Dion
taste
had one
sweaty?
with me. No, it tasted fruity and hoppy, but it was delicious.
So, hopped up and, everything like that, just like Florida Man.
So the sequel, what we're going to do is Buffalo Jeff into the Florida-verse, where it's Buffalo Jeff and Meth Gator.
See, that could work. Buffalo Jeff and Meth Gator team up, and Buffalo Jeff rides Meth Gator to fight Florida Man. I'm smelling an academy. It'd be like our own monster verse.
Probably gonna start and end a lot better too.
Yeah, they've got King Kong, they've got Godzilla. Well, we've got Meth Gator and Florida Man.
We're going to license Cocaine Bear for the crossover.
Yeah, we'll send Dion into smooth talk Elizabeth Banks. It'll go fine. I believe in him.
I do too. Listen to the lady.
Yeah. Out of mercy. Wait, wrong
This year we should go on one of these people on podcasts will play a game. They'll do like a role play thing where they'll go on some kind of adventure. We should do one of those for one episode this year.
It'd be like our own version of Dungeons and Dragons.
But yeah, let's do it. Let's should we write our own fucking creatures and shit that we fight too?
I think we should. We should each come up with our own. Like each one of us takes turn as dungeon master, and we come up with our own little fucking quests and things as the other three have to go on. The problem is, how do we roll the dice? Oh wait, as I say that, there's probably some kind of virtual dice thing because I remember people play D&D online now, so we just got to come up with something. We'll call it like blunders and bullshit or something. I don't know.
Blunders and bullshit.
I like blunders and bullshit, folks. Play blunders and bullshit with us later this year.
Yeah.
We really need to do this. What we'll do is we'll put it on Patreon, and that way people can check it out there, and then we'll do live ones, and we'll let the audience that are patrons or part of the membership program play live with us. Joseph Bienowicz rolled a 12. Oh no, he landed on a shit demon. Game over.
You make your walk down the hallway, and a thick white woman comes walking out from around the corner. What do? Oh no, she has red hair. Nick is now battling Dion for the die.
Yo, it's
We
it's
must stay
Bryce
strong,
Dallas-
brothers.
It's Bryce Dallas Howard. Jeff enters the fray.
Oh Jesus!
It seems that the evil Gorgonzilla cheese monster has decided that what's going to happen is he's going to pit you all against each other to make you weaker. Do you stand together, or do you kill your friends in order to bang this hot redheaded chick?
We must.
Over 15 wins the women. Fuck, that would have been a good quest. I'm going to have to write that one down. That's going to be for me. For you guys.
Well, folks, we're going to play all these games and all this fun stuff in 2023. So, while we're talking about the year constantly, let's talk about some of our predictions, some of our movie interests, some of our things that we're excited for this year. Now, I'll keep this part brief for me since I'm picking the most obvious film of the year to look forward to, but I legitimately am excited for Cocaine Bear. It's such a bizarre premise. It's such a great trailer. I can't wait to watch it. Now, on the flip side, I'll give another honorable mention of something that I'm looking forward to, and this is going to be weird. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I am looking forward to Indiana Jones 5. Why? Not because I think it's going to be good, but because I cannot wait to constantly cover that movie, and maybe, just maybe, I'll get the gift of a film that is worse than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oof. For me, I'm most excited for Mission Impossible. That's going to be the first of a two-parter.
Yeah.
Obviously, those movies have been dependable and fun. Even the one that's bad from John Woo. But it's gonna be fucking dope. I'm super excited for it. I'm waiting, excited to see what other crazy shit Tom Cruise is gonna do. I'm in let's fucking go mode for Mission Impossible, 100%.
Yeah, those movies always deliver. I'm looking forward to Renfield with Nicolas Cage. The trailer dropped a couple days ago. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to be hilarious. I can't wait for it. Also, 65.
Yes.
Looks it's just a number. I've watched trailer several times now. And I'm like, this is gonna be a good movie. It's very simple premise, lots of action. You got dinosaurs, not in the Jurassic Park setting. It's gonna be good. People are gonna like it.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to the Mission Impossible movie, but I'm also definitely looking forward to John Wick 4 because those are fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And honorable mention because he's a friend of the show, probably, possibly, maybe, I don't know. Paul Rudd in Ant-Man and Wasp and the Vagina Dumb or whatever the fuck it's going to be the next thing they're doing. But
it's Quantumania.
Whatever, dude. It's fucking Paul Rudd.
On you, brother.
It's Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. I mean, how can you go
I want to
wrong?
watch Ant-Man and Hulkamania. That's going to be
Yeah.
a great crossover.
So I would say that definitely looking forward to Mission Impossible the most. John Wick 4 also, and to an extent the Ant-Man.
Well, and there's also Oppenheimer, which looks fucking amazing.
Yes. So it's got the dude from Peaky Blinders in it that also played
Yes.
Scarecrow, whose name Cillian Murphy.
Yep.
He's good. I like him in a lot of the shit he does.
Yep.
He's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen Red Eye?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. I remember Red Eye.
I like that one quite a bit.
But there's also a lot of shit coming out.
Like?
Magic Mike's Last Dance.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
That's
forgot.
Not
okay.
excited for that one?
Yeah.
No, that's a thing coming out.
He gets
Hunger
and then
Games.
he's, what's her name's boyfriend? Not Sofia Vergara, Selma Hayek.
Selma Hayek, yeah. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Let's see. Scream 6. Don't care for it. Barbie. I don't know. That's gonna be a weird one. Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
It's good to see that they're putting Jennifer Lawrence in an action movie again. There's been so long. I mean, since the last Hunger Games, I have not seen a female-led action movie.
I know. The world is so thirsty for it right now.
I don't know. The Little Mermaid is going to be interesting. They're doing a Dungeons and Dragons movie, Honor Among Thieves.
Stole our idea.
Sons of bitches.
But it feels like they've been advertising this one for like over a year now. It just could be me though.
We came up with this idea like 3 years ago, so they stole it from us.
True, that's true. Super Mario Brothers movie coming out.
That could be
That's-
good.
Yep,
I'm
I am
interested
excited for
in
that
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
I am kind of excited about that.
Yeah. So there's also it's just
There's
Creed
supposed
3.
to be a Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel in December that I'm not looking forward to, and I have part of that as my prediction.
Yeah, I've heard about that as well. I follow the Ghostbusters news on Instagram. They've been writing about it constantly. So yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm
over Ghostbusters movies. They redeemed it. They saved the franchise. I guess we'll talk a little more later. But is it time to talk about some of our predictions, guys? Now, folks in the chat, we would love to hear what you guys are excited for movie-wise. Are you looking forward to Ant-Man? Are you over Marvel? Do you think DC's going to... Do they even have a movie coming out? Oh, yeah, they have Shazam, too.
Yep, yeah, Shazam, Free of the Gods. Which, that like, I like the first one, and this one, the trailer, gave me some hope. So it looks fun, but we'll see, man. Shazam may disappear after this movie. They may not, continue the character.
I don't think we'll see any of the DC characters return at all. Like, I know they're saying, oh, the whole thing's not going to be scrapped or this or that, but really, what the hell are you going to do? How are you going to continue? What are you going to continue? I'll save that for a little later in the show. Let's make some predictions, shall we?
Okay.
So, I predicted that in 2023, Marvel will have an outright bomb. Like, flat out. Just an absolute movie that just doesn't perform. Not like where the Eternals underdelivers and still is technically a bomb, but I'm talking one where even the press can't excuse it. Like, well, no, this one just failed. That's what I'm guessing. Now, it's too early to say what it is because there are a handful of films coming out this year, including Ant-Man, Guardians 3, The Marvels. I don't think it'll be Ant-Man or Guardians, and I don't necessarily want to call The Marvels a failure from the outright get-go, but I do think you're going to have a Marvel movie that flops this year. That's my first
I think it is going to be the Marvels because I think that's going to be the least known property. And they kind of like honey dick themselves with the first time they tried doing that with Brie Larson. So I think now that's run its course, and when the Marvels come out, people are going to be like, huh? They're going to know what it is. Even with the trailer coming out, they're just not going to give a shit.
So I pulled up every Marvel thing that's coming out this year, and God, it's a lot of crap. It's Ant-Man, What If, Secret Invasion, Guardians 3, Echo, Loki, The Marvels, Ironheart. So they're going hard on characters that are B-rate. Ironheart sucked in the movie. The Marvel, God damn it. I shouldn't have read this because now I think my prediction's going to come true and I'm going to get a big head about myself. Yeah, fuck you.
This shit happens,
I've only been doing this podcast for 7 goddamn years, Jeff. Jesus.
Yeah, I've got a prediction in the hopper that I'm pretty sure is going to come true.
Let's hear it.
Kathleen Kennedy will begin the year 2023 as president of Lucasfilm, and Kathleen Kennedy will end 2023 as the president of Lucasfilm. She ain't going nowhere. Take that with a grain of salt.
I think she'll die at the end of 2023 from embarrassment of how bad Indiana Jones 5 is. That's not a prediction I'm on my list. That's just a bonus one for the audience because we want to give you guys more.
Here's why I'm so confident, Jeff. Lucasfilm has a bunch of shit in the hopper for Indiana Jones 5 coming out this year, and the Star Wars stuff that they're flogging. The corpse of that thing, trying to get as much candy out of that busted pinata. And the thing is, I feel like they don't think they're doing anything wrong because the movies, with the exception of Solo, still make money because people still go see them. So that's why I feel like her seat at on the throne there at Lucasfilm is completely safe. She's not on a hot seat whatsoever. I don't see her going anywhere. So if you hear anything differently, let them know that you have no belief in what they're saying because Kendo is correct and that she will serve all of 2023 as the president of Lucasfilm.
We'll see what happens with that. Also, like with Bob Iger coming back, all of a sudden they had to bring him back. We'll see what happens with that because apparently he wasn't happy with what was going on, and he had to be like, "Fuck it, I'm coming back. I can't say retirement. I'm gonna have to make this company work again." So
but
we'll see what happens. So far towards the end of the year, all they've done is fire people and raise prices. So
Except Kathleen. She makes a lot of money. They keep her around. Why is that? Think about it.
I mean, wouldn't be the craziest thing to happen.
They think she's doing a fine job.
Who else has a prediction?
Mine was that I mean, it's not going to be one of the major ones, but in 2023 we are going to lose one of the well-known streaming services. I think it's either going to be someone's going to go up for sale. I don't think it'll be like a dramatic, we've been losing money and we're closing our fucking doors. It's not going to be Quibi or anything, but I think we're going to lose a major streaming service. I think with everything, everybody wants a streaming service. I think that bubble is going to pop for somebody, and they either gonna sell, merge, or some crazy restructuring thing is going to go down.
I think that's going to be Netflix because they've been saying for the past month or so now they're going to do the password thing very soon. It's going to happen. So it's going to add another like $2 to $3 to your bill. Yes, that's not a lot, but that piles up every month for the year. I mean, you're already paying so much more than you're almost near $20 a month for some of the stuff. Sometimes it's more, depending on what you get, and you're paying more for 4K if you're doing that. And now you're going to pay more if somebody like outside of your address watches it. It's getting a little much, and I think they're going to have a terrible downturn. Even though they're trying to go to live stuff and do video games and things like that, I think they're going to see a real bad downturn this year because they've tried to just nickel and dime too much, and people just aren't for it anymore.
So that's pretty bold, man. That's a bold prediction right there.
I'm just well. I mean, they've been going down for a bit, and I know that they lost a lot of subscribers and gained them back, but they had to sell. What is it, Schmidt Creek or whatever to Hulu in October. Schitt's Creek. They're having problems with Wednesday. One of their most watched shows. They're having a problem with it. So
why? What's wrong with Wednesday? I mean, it's the middle of the week. It sucks, but we get through it, and it's Thursday before you know it.
I'll let you have that. It's fine. No, Wednesday, the very popular Addams Family show, apparently is owned by MGM, which, if anybody knows, Amazon owns MGM. So there's a copyright and rights thing going on there that they have to deal with. So they may have to sell, or they may have to pay more money for the rights. We don't know. So there's a lot of things going on there, and I think they're going to have their last season of Stranger Things either this year or next year. They're good. They're trying to bank on Squid Game season 2, which I don't think it'll hit that hard as the first one did.
No.
Yeah, and I mean, and also last year they spent $8 billion more on content than they've done ever before. So it's almost $30 billion they spent last year on content, and it didn't move the needle that far.
And as far as one of the questions that came in earlier in the show, I just got a notification from ESPN that Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon is back at WWE ahead of media rights negotiations.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, really?
So all that excitement that I had for WrestleMania, gone.
Motherfucker.
That happened quick.
Damn.
God damn it. We'll save it for the wrestling portion. Fuck. I thought it was going to be better.
WWE, just WWE itself.
Wow, man. I don't give a shit what happens at WrestleMania now. This is going to suck.
God damn it.
I have a prediction I'd like to say. I think low budget horror movies are still going to win out. They did win out this last year. Movies that were done for between $1 million and $10 million did fairly well this last year, and they made money. People wanted to go watch them. They didn't need them that long to recoup it. I think whatever horror movies that come out this year that are smaller and don't cost a lot are going to be we're going to see more and more of them come out over the next few years. So whatever low budget ones come out this year are going to make money, and the studio's going to like them, and they're going to keep going on with that.
Well, the lower budget stuff has been better. I like the lower budget stuff too, so I want your prediction to come true.
Well, I mean, like if you look at X, which was done for like $1 million, and then Pearl, which was done for $1 million, Those made way more money than they made a lot of money, so they're doing part 3 of that series. I'm not gonna call it Violent Night horror, but I mean that movie made a lot of money as well, and it's still making money. And they've recently talked about doing a part 2. Scream did a lot of money, which I'm not really a fan of anymore, but they're doing part 6. So a lot of the lower budget ones and a lot of it's interesting because people are getting very creative with the smaller amounts of money they have with horror, and it seems to be working because they're getting traction and it's getting popularity again.
I have another. I'll go with the next prediction then.
All right.
I predict Mission Impossible will make $1 billion.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
I think Tom Cruise's stock is higher than it's ever been in Hollywood because, seriously, he has overcome that stupid stigma of being that jumping on a couch, crazy, I'm in love with Katie Holmes guy. For years, he couldn't shake that. And yeah, his movies would still be successful, but I think everybody kind of sees him again as old school Tom Cruise, making a couple big hits in a row, going out there doing his own stunts, just kind of becoming the most likable actor next to guys like Paul Rudd and Brendan Fraser. Like, those are the two other actors I think have higher stock right now. But I'm guessing Mission Impossible crosses $1 billion, and I'll even throw an extra one on there. The next one will close out at $1 billion plus as well. Tom Cruise is just that hot right now.
Yeah, I think after Mission Impossible, Maverick, Top Gun 2, it really came back because people love the movie. The beginning he did was very heartfelt in the beginning where he's like, we wanted this to be in theaters, wanted you to experience it this way. It was very nice for him to do that. And the movie was amazing as well. Mm-hmm. So everybody kind of like felt good all together. And they were like, oh, Tom Cruise was a part of that. He's a good dude. So that's where people are at right now.
And that is why my next prediction is that this year they will announce a Top Gun 3.
Ooh.
I want to go back to the danger zone.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want to. And Miles Teller is definitely on board with that. And he's been pitching an idea for a Rooster-centric Top Gun 3 movie, which, if you had asked me a year ago, do I want a Top Gun 3, I'd have said, no, I don't think we need a Top Gun 2. And after Top Gun 2, you said, do we need a Top Gun 3? I'd have been like, no. But the more I've let that marinate, and I've watched it several times since I saw it in theaters, an idea of a Rooster, Top Gun Rooster movie or something like that, to where you start with Maverick and Goose. Goose dies. Maverick is now, overcoming all of that, and then, bonding and getting Rooster over that. Seeing a movie where he now flourishes and flies the coop, so to speak, and, has his own standalone thing. It's like a complete character arc that you never thought you were going to get in 1986. But here we are in 2023, and you know what? God damn it, I will watch a Top Gun Rooster, and I will buy the box set, and I will buy it on 4K, and I will buy the special edition and limited box set, just like the special edition limited 2-piece box set. And I don't care. Just I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'll go. I'll buy it. It's the movie I didn't want that I now want, and I'm all for it. I
now need.
Well, okay. Let's say Kendall. Let's say in 6 months we get an announcement. They've greenlit production to start on Top Gun 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think after Mission Impossible 2, Tom Cruise pivots to Top Gun instead of Mission Impossible?
Well, here's the thing. So, the next Mission Impossible is a 2-parter, and I guess they filmed a good chunk of the first one already. And so I feel like what's going to happen is, because what I've read is Miles was really pitching the idea to Tom. Tom was non-committal on it. I think it's because he had those 2 Mission Impossible movies. I feel like as soon as he's done wrapping that second one, he takes a break, pivots, and we get Top Gun 3, because it's going to be all about Miles Teller. But Tom Cruise will be in it as like an advisor or, something like cool guy.
But do you think we start getting more Top Gun movies then? Because then we'll get like
I really hope not.
And
I really hope not. I only wanted the first one, and now we got a second one, and I love it. And I want to just keep those 2. But if they're going to give me a third one, and Miles Teller's on board, and the same people are on board, and Tom Cruise is going to, bless it, then yes, I will take a 3. But it stops there. I'm putting my foot down. No more after that. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
You gave us a second one. Okay. If you're going to give us a third one, that's fine. But that's it. You're done after that. Okay. You stop.
Don't want to sully the brand. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
just stop.
Enough is enough.
It's time for a change.
Yes, random sound effect into the Owen Hart theme song.
Well, I mean,
Right,
he's supposed to go. He's supposed to actually go into the International Space Station and shoot a movie there at some point. That's
they're
still
working on that
in
one
the
now.
yeah. That's still in the books.
Well, I'll see that one too. It's got to be better than Gravity and Interstellar.
Interstellar was fine. It was just very it was very thick. It's a lot to get through.
That is why I love you so goddamn much. That might be the greatest way I've ever heard a movie described in my entire fucking life.
Well, that's how Nolan movies are. They're very thick. Like you have to really watch them, put your phone down, put on your headphones, turn the lights off, and just stare at the TV and not blink as many times as you can, and just absorb everything into your brain.
Oh shit!
And then think about them for 7 days, and then you'll understand the movie. That's how they work.
Damn. Not wrong, folks.
Damn. That's how Nolan movies work. Like when I watch Oppenheimer, I'm not going to give you a review the day after. I'll give you it the week after.
I'll just give you a spoiler right now. The guy helps invent the atomic bomb.
God damn it!
Fuck, dude. Waiting for that movie.
Wait. Is he Jewish?
He might be. By the
I
way,
think
we're the
think
good
there-
guys in the movie, okay? And the Japanese are the bad guys, all right? And
I think
we're
there are
gonna win the
paperclips
war.
involved somewhere.
Kendo?
That's how they got the space lasers. God damn it, I knew it.
Kendo, I want to do a new WCBS segment. Since you're the history buff, I want you to go stand outside of Oppenheimer screenings with a camera crew, and I want you to tell people as they go in all the historical shit they should know, and see if they think they're being spoiled for the movie. It's like, did you know in 1942, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck, man? Don't ruin the movie. Sir, this is normal historical
Dude,
knowledge.
I got a better idea. We'll do that, but I'll drive over to fucking Los Alamos because that's like a 2-hour drive, and I'll stand out front of Los Alamos and be like, Oppenheimer invented the bomb.
Let's do this. Let's do some of this shit. Nick,
Like,
we might
how
need
can
to
you
fly
in
some places.
2023 be totally okay with this movie coming out about a guy that wants to invent an atomic bomb? You realize the damage one of those things could do to humanity?
Yeah.
We shouldn't have any weapons like that at all. That's why they've never been invented.
You see what that stuff does to
We
kids?
were waiting for Jennifer Lawrence to invent them. That's what we're waiting for.
Jennifer Lawrence invented nuclear weaponry. She is actually the mother of rocketry, okay? Forget about all that Robert Goddard bullshit. She is she created it. Werner von Braun, don't make me laugh. Jennifer Lawrence.
So, Kendo, Dion, do you guys have more predictions, or are we in our final round?
I mean, the fucking WWE news really pissed me off. It's like I forgot my other prediction, but yeah, man, I that's all I got. That's all the juicy news I got.
All right, Kendo.
Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel will not come out, and it won't even enter into production.
Ooh.
Really? Are you willing to bet on that, sir?
I mean, I'm not willing to put $100 on it or something stupid like that.
Easy, okay? Easy.
Because I know how much Sony Pictures loves money.
You know, the one time my sources are wrong, I get crucified for it.
But I'm definitely willing to stand on a hill and say that movie is not coming out this year. It ain't coming out next year. I don't feel like that movie's ever going to get made.
All right, bold
Okay.
prediction.
Okay. If I see production happening across the street from me in Atlanta, I'm gonna be real pissed off, man.
Go ahead, be pissed off. If they make that movie, I'll buy you a case of beer.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll buy everybody here on the panel, not all these fucking people watching, because that's a lot of fucking food.
That's too much beer.
That's too much. But I will see to it that there is a case of New Mexico's finest. I don't know which one that is yet, but I'll find out. I'll be like, I'll just go to all the local breweries back. Is this the finest beer in New Mexico? It is. You wouldn't happen to have an Oppenheimer brew, would you? To, celebrate the movie of that coming out, where the guy fucking is responsible for the death of like hundreds of thousands of Japanese people.
The flavor really explodes in your mouth.
Yeah.
Damn it. So we're all getting cases of Modelo. Thank you. All right.
No, I've just now upped it to 30 packs. You're getting 30 packs of Tecate. Yo, Canelo.
Free beer is free beer.
Nick, did you have any more predictions?
The world will end at the end of 2023.
Damn, bro.
God damn it, there's an Oppenheimer IPA.
Entertainment wise, I don't know, man. Things are gonna keep being weird. We're not gonna get any less, ideological bullshit. They're still gonna hammer it home and stuff.
It doesn't have to be entertainment based. Make any crazy prediction for the world.
Okay. Twitter becomes successful finally.
Ooh,
Oh.
interesting.
Son of a bitch, there's an entire Manhattan Project brewing company.
Oh my god.
Hey,
The beer's called Hoppenheimer. It's West Coast American IPA.
Nick, since you brought up Twitter, folks, we are blue check marked on Twitter now. So yay,
Oh,
we're
we're
verified.
official.
We're official. WCBS is official. There you
Yeah,
go.
I just saw it. It made me so fucking happy. I'm like, oh my god, we made it. We fucking made it.
Oh shit. Okay, Nick.
Man.
The official tap room for the Manhattan Project Beer Company is it's in Dallas.
Oh,
So
Dallas.
maybe that's where we should have our shirt swapping thing at. We could do it in Dallas, and we can have it there, and explain all the evils that would come if Oppenheimer invents the bomb.
I'm down with that.
Do we wanna-
Drinking beer and talking history sounds good.
Can we do this over Whataburger?
Does a pig's pussy bet its hedge on a Monday night?
Damn right it does. I guess we're having. Burgers.
Oh my
Now,
god.
let's check back in with the audience. Nick, since you had the craziest prediction that the world is going to end, give us a number between, the parameters. Give us a number, sir.
54.
Yo,
Joe,
first
you
off,
heard
you want to
his
work
threat.
out with me? Take your clothes off and lay on that bench.
Whoa.
Seriously, take your clothes off, lay down on that bench. You want to work out with me?
No.
I like how her initial reaction is not of disgust or anger. It's just, whoa, like you just got some bad news.
That motherfucker was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling like I want to give one more crazy button to press.
Oh my God! Unbelievable! Oh my God!
Holy
Perk
shit.
hurt.
Perk angle.
After that match, he went and banged Karen Jarrett. Probably.
Good. Did you guys hear Don West passed away?
He did. He was
Yeah.
on my Deadpool roster.
Damn.
R.I.P. Mr. West.
Yeah.
Now,
The voice of TNA.
checking back in with the audience. We have a lot of messages. Thank you tonight to everyone who's supporting the show. We appreciate you guys, and we'll get to everyone, so keep on sending them in. And let's get these rolling. So, Anubis T800, we read yours. Rob Brantz, thank you. He says, looks like Vince McMahon wanted to revive the higher power gimmick with him coming back like a hurricane today. Welcome to the start of an insane 2023. Yep.
You ain't fucking lying.
The battle over the soul of WWE is going to be either glorious or just a complete fucking disaster.
Yep. We could very much see a fully old as fuck, stubborn as shit Vince McMahon try to just burn everything fucking down.
Mm-hmm.
He'll do it.
I don't doubt it.
Jeez.
Up next, we have one from our friend. Well, we already read Joseph Bienowicz's. Thank you very much, Joseph. He wants us to get the WCBS submarine. So, folks, if you want to help support the WCBS submarine dream, you know what to do. If you want to help support the WCBS helicopter dream, you know what to do. Goku McDuck says, Les Grossman, CM Punk. What the fuck is a CM Punk? I rule here. There you go. I can't do the voice, but I'll scream for you. I'll yell. I'll get angry. TLJ Screwjob. Here we go, guys. Another one. Give title, push, or fire. HBK, Taker, Flair.
Fuck.
HBK, Taker, and Flair.
Just based on who I like more, pushing. It was push Barry retire, right?
It was give a title, push or fire.
Okay. Give me. I give HBK a title since it was forever since he won last one. Push Ric Flair and fire at Taker.
I will give a title to HBK because he could probably move the best. I will give a push to the Undertaker because that'll be it. No, I'll give a push to Ric Flair because it's a dumpster fire, and I'll fire the Undertaker. All right. So, thank you, TLJ Screwjob. Gear Stark, thank you very much for your generous super chat. He says, good evening, guys. Have you guys seen Beverly Hills Cop in Cyberpunk 2077 by Eli Handel B. Wave here on YouTube? There's also a RoboCop and Ace Ventura version as well. I have seen this video.
I did not see that.
Look it up because for copy reasons we're not able to play it. Ugh, believe me, I want to play it right now. But it is awesome. It's such a well-done video. 10 out of 10. It's like those ones we used to watch where the guy would cut all the superheroes into the Avengers trailer, and you'd randomly see, like, Spider-Man run in from Tobey Maguire, and then you'd see Superman and all this shit. Like, it's really great quality, and I highly recommend it. So, folks, Beverly Hills Cop and Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, shit, yeah, I've seen that one, dude. That one's awesome. I love that one.
It makes me love what the internet can do. Goku McDuck, thank you very much. Les Grossman, what do you mean I can't write what I want in the super chat? Am I paying for it? I can't even write goddamn. I'm getting to you, Susan.
Ho, bitch!
Oh, yes. Oh, Sidney Bernstein.
We love you, Gilbert. R.I.P. Legend.
Oh, man.
He was last year, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He was.
Yep.
R.I.P. indeed. Goku McDuck, again, thank you very much. Gabra, I want real monsters in my movieverse. I don't want a pansy like you in my Monsterverse movie. Give me heavyweights, not Gabra. Thank you, Goku McDuck. TLJ Screwjob says, to be fair, Steiner Math didn't account for Frankie Kazarian, whose finisher is the flux capacitor, replacing Kurt Angle, who got injured pre-match. Well, you know they say all variables aren't created equal, but you look at Scott Steiner and you look at Frankie Kazarian. That's just not
That's
true.
a veteran move right there.
Yeah. We are world class, sir. But thank you, TLJ Screwjob. Watchman of Yah, thank you very much. What up, guys? What did you think of the Evil Dead Rise trailer? Can we get a yo she-bitch and a new motorcycle crash button, please? Yes, you can in just a moment. But, Nick, what did you think of the Evil Dead trailer?
I don't know, man. It looks really cheap. And there is a book in it, but it doesn't look like the actual book from the other movies. So it's weird, man. It's very strange. It has the name, it has the same font. It's got the book, it's got the whole Deadite thing kind of happening. But it's not very comical like the old Sam Raimi stuff should be. I don't know. I'll probably watch it just to get full context of it, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like an Evil Dead movie.
I didn't like what I saw. I caught it over on Facebook from the official Bruce Campbell page, and I was like, all right, I'll give this a watch. I don't like how the 2013 one looks when compared to the old ones, and this I don't like how it looks compared to the 2013 one, which means it's just a lowering.
It looks
quality.
Well, this like the new Evil Dead Rise looks like what is it, like the Insidious movies are the ones that the guy who did Saw has done, like those movies. It looks like it's the same kind of color palette in the way that he's filmed stuff with weird things happening in the background and like the foreground's normal and stuff. I was getting that feel from it, and I'm just like, oh, they're copying this style basically, and it's I don't know. It's weird.
Thank you, Watchman of Yah. Now, let's get those buttons pressed, shall we? So, Kendo loves this one because I'm pretty sure this is one of his recommendations for the channel. And where's it at? Here.
Yo, she-bitch. Let's go.
Yeah, that was definitely me.
And then here's another one that's by request.
Get what you fucking deserve!
Oh my gosh!
Classic. We're up to 612.
Yep, he is gone, gone, gone. Now, moving on, we have our friend Georgian, who says J-Law was the first person to tinkle. Now we have a response from Bear Business One, who says Jennifer Lawrence was the first poo in Johnny Depp's bed. Horses Dion.
Yikes.
Just real breaking of glass ceilings.
Thank you, Amber. Or not Amber. Jennifer. Shit.
Literally.
And now, yeah, no pun intended at the time, but Dion, this is for you.
You know what? This is some bullshit. I'm gonna go pick my goddamn sister up. Fuck y'all for that. This is bullshit. Bah. Fuckers.
I didn't push the button.
I didn't choose the button. The audience chose the button.
That's correct.
Sorry, Dion. Sorry.
You know what? That's just my cue. But I do have to go get my sister. I will be back next week, everybody. I'm gonna try to listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that motherfucking the wrestling segment. And I love you guys, even though you just mistreat the shit out of me.
Well,
I don't have friends. I got family.
Love you.
All right, buddy. Stay safe.
All right, man.
But what's real is family, 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 family.
That's true. Dion's family is real.
Yes. I've met
Didn't his sister go to like fucking Cancun or some shit like that?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, yes, she did.
Oh man, he was freezing his ass off over here. I'm sure he loved that.
Well, he had his wife and his kid around, and I'm sure they weren't driving him fucking insane. And Jeff came to visit.
It wasn't that cold in Michigan, so.
Well, see, there you go.
Not at all.
Nick's constant dumping on Michigan tonight is just becoming just unruly.
If
It's mainly because Dion's there. That's why.
That's kind of racist, bro.
That's what I'm hearing.
You're always hearing something racist, Kendo. Shut up.
Well, when you're such a crusader like me, you're attuned to such microaggressions and hate speech.
God. God, it sounds like you're about to take a sip from your pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, I've got a Bud Light.
Not any better. Not any better.
I'd rather have the Bud Light than the pumpkin spice latte, personally, but that's just me.
That's true. That's true.
They both carry the same weight in society. All right, so we're going to do a few more, then we're going to get back into the show. So Bear Business One, thank you. Xavier to God says, push Barry fire. Stone Cold, The Rock, and The Undertaker.
Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, you got... This one's hard.
Yeah, because what era do you pick? Are you talking of all time or current? Because it's a different conversation. Obviously.
I'm gonna bury the Undertaker because after he stopped being the classic Undertaker and turned into the biker taker and everything, I just wasn't that big on it. I'm gonna push Stone Cold and I'm gonna fire the Rock only because I was never really. I appreciate him in hindsight, but as a Ute, I was never really big into the Rock. Just didn't like him. The Rocky Maivia thing rubbed me the wrong way.
I mean, die Rocky die. It was pretty fair back then, and I'm a big fan of the wrestler. So
yeah,
I will push. I guess I'll bury the Undertaker because he's dead.
That's true.
I'm just gonna pick my favorite. I'll pick The Rock. I'll push The Rock and fire Stone Cold. Sorry, even though in hindsight they really can't exist without each other. Same with Triple H. Those three guys are so dependent upon each other. And then you need Mick Foley, and that means you need The Undertaker. It's like the Attitude Era is just a web of well-connected, well-rounded angles that make the best era in wrestling history. That's all she said. Savior to God, thank you very much. Push Barry Fire again. Orton, Bautista, and Lesnar.
Oh. I'm going to fire Bautista because we don't know how big his dick is, and that's an issue. I'm going to push Lesnar because he's probably your bigger draw, and I'm going to bury local brethren Randall Keith.
I'll go the same way.
Plus, if you've seen one Orton match, you've seen every Orton match.
Yeah, and Orton's my favorite wrestler of this right here, of this list. It's just yours is more sound. All right. Cash Kester says, hey, I'm from Kansas, and you're right. Well, we have a good assessment of this country.
Mm-hmm.
Dix Insider says, Dion, love you, Dion. Hope you and the guys can make it to the next convention. It was either the autograph or the 600-pound Asian woman. So I was torn.
Well, he does like him thick, so he would have been happy either way.
Yes. I think you made the right choice because I didn't want to have to bring a 600-pound Asian woman to Michigan for Dion.
It's a lot of heavy lifting.
She wouldn't fit in the P.O. box. Goku McDuck, you are next. Aurora Uplink says reboot idea. Snow White, Danny DeVito plays everyone.
I'd watch that. I really would.
I think it'd be a hell of a film. It'd be very stunning and brave to see that kind of a casting choice happen in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need out of this year. Goku McDuck, thank you very much. He says, yes, Bret Hart worked on Lonesome Dove, but still afraid of horses. Dion may lose it. At least Centaur Anime Girls. I want number 16 pressed. You guys remember, or Kendo, do you remember Lonesome Dove?
I remember when Bret Hart went to film Lonesome Dove, but I was not a big Lonesome Dove person. I hadn't gotten into my appreciation of the Western genres years of my life yet.
Yeah, I got into those years later myself, so I haven't seen Lonesome Dove either. Now, let's press that number 16, and let's get into some of the topics for the show tonight. So where is number 16? I can count, right? 1, 2, skip a few, 88, 16.
Threats are part of wrestling, you know. But you gotta look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is gonna challenge us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat! I'm gonna...
about this.
I don't care if he don't... I'll make him bleed.
That fat son of a bitch.
Poor Samoa Joe. Now, guys, we're going to talk about... I wanted to talk about this. I didn't realize Dion would be cutting out at this exact moment, but that's okay. It's been a great show so far, folks. But Dave Bautista. Now, Kendo, you and I have known about Dave Bautista since his wrestling debut back in 2002. And we've commented on him many times. We've postulated the biggest question in the universe. And now Bautista has been an actor for many years, and we formed our opinions on him outside of his wrestling career. So, would you call yourself a Dave Bautista fan, Kendo?
No, I would say that I'm a fan of movies that feature Dave Bautista. And that, there's quite a few of them that I've seen, mostly like the Guardians movies and things like that. So I would say I am a fan of movies that Dave Bautista is in, but I wouldn't go so far as to call myself a Dave Bautista fan. Not that I've got anything against Dave Bautista. It's just, he's in movies I like, but he's not the reason why I watch said movies.
I go with the same thing. When he was a wrestler, he was fine. He was not my favorite member of Evolution. And the movies he's in, I was going to see no matter who played those roles. James Bond, he was great in that movie, but other people could have been that role, or, no matter what, I would have saw James Bond. Same thing with Guardians. I was going to take a chance on a Marvel movie. Bautista was just the cherry on the sundae. I was already going to eat the ice cream. So I've always had a weird interest, a weird interest or disinterest with Dave Bautista's crew because, you know, he does a lot of weird crap. But the thing I always found interesting is how he kind of badmouths whatever he does after he's out of it. So he talked about wrestling. He kind of treats wrestling as this embarrassment, kind of this whatever afterthought, now that he's an actor. And now that he's doing more serious roles like Knives Out 2, Glass Onion, he's quit playing Drax and he wants to be a serious actor. So I just wanted to bring up the conversation. This guy's just always chasing the next high and never really, I don't know, sticks around with anything. And when he does move on, he kind of badmouths the other thing. What do you think of people that do shit like that?
It seems like it's very CM Punk, where he keeps burning the bridges that he's on. So it's a bad idea because, I mean, especially in Hollywood, and you being an actor, you badmouth projects and you badmouth people and things like that. They're gonna hear it, and you're gonna have less and less work. The best thing to do is just be nice to everybody, even though they might be assholes to you. Just be nice to them. Yeah, especially in that setting, because like it's a very small group of people, and they all talk. And, you know, especially with, you know, social media and the press nowadays, you say any little thing negative about the project you were on or whatever like that. I mean, look at Katherine Heigl. Look at what is it? What the fuck's her name? From Transformers. I completely forgot her name.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Yeah, thank you. I was going to say Jamie Foxx, but that's not correct. But yeah, look at them. Like they shit on the directors in the movies, and like their careers were gone to shit. You know, so I mean, it can happen. So, yeah, he's Drax. He's in the MCU. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. That's great, but they can kill you off, buddy. You can die and not come back. I'm just saying.
Well, Bautista is quoted as saying, "I never wanted to be the next Rock. I just wanted to be a good fucking actor, a respected actor." Do you think he's achieved that yet in his career?
Respected actor, maybe, but I wouldn't go as far as call him a good actor. He's fine for, you know, the roles he's in. Like, he's really good as Drax, but I feel like that role is suited just for him. I can't think of anything else where like Dave Bautista's in the movie that I'd be like, fuck yeah, Bautista's killing it in this movie.
Well, and unfortunately, he's doing the same thing that every wrestler does when they want to be an actor. They're being like the muscular, like funny guy, the guy who could beat you up, but he's too scared to. Like, you know, like The Rock did that. Cena's done that, or still doing that, and now Bautista's gone through that, and he's trying to get to the other end of that. And he's trying to be, you know, he wants to be a serious actor. That's why he's like, once again, like you said, Glass Onion. He's going to be in an M. Night Shyamalan movie, Knock at the Cabin. I think it's another couple of other dramatic ones, you know, lined up. But it's like, you have a certain look, and you can't get away from that. So you kind of pigeonhole yourself in a certain way by having this distinct look. So you can only get so many parts.
Right.
I don't see his star dwindling anytime soon. I think he's on the right side of a lot of stuff. I kind of find it annoying that it's like every time he's gonna badmouth or outright lie. I mean, remember earlier he's like, "Oh, before I did Marvel, I was broke." It's like, bro, you main evented WrestleMania.
If you were broke before you did Marvel, you have bad financial advice going on.
Yeah.
It's not like he was the world champion for many, many years in the WWE and was the face of the brand. The only reason he wasn't bigger than John Cena is because he got injured all the time. Like, flat out. Batista's back. He won the title. Oh, he tore his pec. Oh, my God, Batista's back. There goes his bicep. Like, every fucking time. That dude had more injuries than any... Holy shit. We have a giant super chat right here.
Yeah, we do.
We have to stop. Yeah, well, I guess we got to play some Steiner math for our buddy Obi-Wan 27883. So, guys... I guess it's time to learn some math.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. and then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 and 2/3%, I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
Boom. Obi-Wan 27883. Thank you very, very much. He says, I want to see Christopher Judge as Snow White, RuPaul as Prince Charming, and J-Law as the Witch. I also want Rachel Levine as Doc. Fill out the other dwarves. Go, gentlemen. Okay, so we got to fill out the rest of the 7 dwarves.
Okay, so Dr. Rachel Levine as Doc, so that's a good one. Trying to think of how to do this without just completely lambasting almost every major politician in the United States, because I mean, how many of them could you put up as dopey? Just about all of them, right? So let's see. So there's sleazy, surly, horny. Trying to remember the other dwarves.
All right, let me pull up a picture of him right now because it's like
Levine
it's been a minute since I've seen Snow White.
There's sleazy, there's surly.
There's grumpy, sleepy, bashful, Doc, happy, dopey, and sneezy.
I have totally seen a different Snow White than the rest of you guys, clearly.
Can Jennifer Lawrence play them all?
Yeah, she'll just deep fake her as all 7.
There you
go. Now let's give some real answers, though. I'm trying to think. RuPaul's Prince Charming is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Let's have Christian Bale play Bashful. Some high caliber talent.
Yeah. Okay, so we're spending some check money.
Do you want to do Cillian Murphy as one of them too?
Yeah, because I think he could actually accomplish the job really well. So maybe that's what we should do. We should just go for like the top tier talent and make them being like all these fucking dwarfs for this movie.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, you got to have Daniel Day-Lewis because I mean he's one of the finest actors of all time. So throw him in there. He can be what's his name? Grouchy.
You mean grumpy?
That's what I said.
Let's see.
Have we covered all our bases yet, or do we have Christopher Lloyd left? Because he should play one of them.
Christopher Lloyd can be drowsy.
All right. He might be after all this shitty script that he has to read.
Makes sense.
Keanu Reeves is the huntsman. There we go. Nick Cage is Sneezy. Zendaya is Sneezy.
No. Get Zendaya the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no Zendayas in our movie.
Is she banned from this channel?
I wouldn't go as far as say she's banned, but if we're making a movie, we're probably not going to cast Zenyatta in our movies.
Listen, I'm just listen. Zendaya and Jenna Ortega are the exact same person. Okay,
are they really?
They're what Hollywood is trying to aim for right now. That's why they're popular.
Kind of racist to say they all look alike and they're the same person. They're Nick. Just saying.
So Nick, how good was Wednesday?
I haven't watched it.
Neither have I.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I have friends who are begging me to watch it. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I'm not against it. I just don't really want to watch it. I'm just not into it. So,
I love the Addams Family, but I don't want to watch whatever reimagining this is. It's not that I'm gonna sit and make YouTube content about it. I just go, it's not for me. No thanks. I'll even watch the cartoon that came out a couple years back before I'll watch that.
Those are good. I like those.
We have a lot of anti Zendaya shit in the chat. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan, man. I'm just not a fan. They push so hard with Spider-Man movies, and it's like nobody cares.
I think we're all of the age and demographic where whoever the hot young star is never going to appeal to us. Like, even somebody like Tom Holland, who has a pretty wide universal appeal, it's just like, yeah, but he's still that dorky little Spider-Man kid. I can't buy him his other actions.
The funniest thing is hearing him do his American accent than doing his English accent, because he's like entirely two different people when he does it. It's the weirdest thing to watch.
I have yet to hear his British accent.
Because when he when he has his normal British accent, he seems like sophisticated and normal. When he does his American accent, he seems like a little nerdy asshole.
Well,
yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should do like a side by side. Because the first time I heard Christian Bale talking his regular accent, my fucking mind was blown. I had no idea that this dude was Welsh.
Dude, even when I heard Mr. Miyagi talk normally, it freaked me out. Okay.
Yeah, because it's like I watched American Psycho, and then I hear, "Oh, I'm Christian Bale." I'm like, "Wait, this is the same fucking guy? No fucking way!" But yeah, there it is. Yeah, and I'm just like, so hearing Tom Holland. Actually, no, I don't really care. I don't care. I've seen him in Spider-Man. Blow me at home or whatever the hell it's called. And I'm good there.
I mean, I want to see your versions of Spider-Man instead of the ones we actually get.
He's a real web slinger, Jeff.
Oh, shit. All right, it's that kind of party. Folks, Axel Braun presents Spider-Man. Web slinger.
Spooger-Man.
Spooger-Man. His nemesis is Captain Orgasmo.
Yeah, and his gloves are purple for a reason that we're not going to get into.
Look out. Here comes the Spooger-Man.
Yeah.
Oh man! So, anything else to add to the snow?
And he sucks.
Look out! Here comes
Look out! Don't want it to get in your eyes. Oh yeah. He comes. Oh god damn it! I gotta stop.
When are we going on Broadway, Kendo?
I don't know, folks. If you'd like to see us do the Spooger Man, the first ever XXX rated Broadway show, just go ahead and put some ones in the chat, and we'll try to get financing.
Spooger Man, turn off the darks.
Yeah, I mean, this could be the plot of a really great movie. Like, I don't know, The Producers.
It could be, or there could be the plot of a really terrible porno that becomes legendary in like 30 years.
Sure, why not?
Did I tell you guys I reconnected with Samurai Cop over Christmas?
No.
I feel complete again, and I watched The Room in Michigan.
Oh.
We showed Dion's 10-year-old nephew The Room.
And how did he feel about that?
He laughed at the appropriate parts organically.
That's good. That's good. That's good. He understood. He understood the assignment.
Because I was like, "Yeah, you loved The Room, right?" He goes, "No, it's terrible, but I laughed." I'm like, good kid. Oh man, so let's move on. Obi-Wan, thank you very much. Now, we were talking about. Were we still in this segment about Bautista, or we pretty much had said everything we wanted to say about Bautista? Correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. I mean, he's a fine actor for the roles he's been in, but I don't see the Academy calling him anytime soon.
I mean, it's kind of funny how nobody.
Dude, even if he gets nominated by the Academy sometime in the future, it's going to be such a weird thing to hear.
Dave Bautista,
if they come up with a category called, best performance by a professional wrestler in an action movie,
while taking steroids,
yes, then Bautista. Well, luckily Kumail Nanjiani doesn't. He's never been a professional wrestler. We're gonna steal the OSW reviews Roydie Magoo category. I mean, he's on that fucking list.
Nanjiani is my favorite fucking phrase ever.
I love that you hate him so much. I really do. It makes me so happy.
It's a combination of being a complete smug bastard and claiming that he's done this through hard work, chicken breast, and broccoli and rice. I don't buy it. No, I'm sorry. That's not how it works. As somebody that recently achieved the age of 30, I can tell you that these things do not happen. Your body starts to not work the way it did when you were 20. And I mean, that was 10 years ago for me.
Oh God, I'm glad the big 3-0, you know, it's working out for you, man.
Yeah, the only thing that sucked is I didn't slide under the radar at work because I did not submit my name into the birthday thing where they put your name up on the board and everybody sends you messages like throughout the day on Teams, happy birthday, because I just don't want the attention. But well, unfortunately for me, I'm a very beloved character around the building, and they all knew that it was my birthday somehow. I'm guessing somebody had recalled mentioning it or something along those lines, and it was written real big up on the board. So when I went rolling into work a little early the other day, hoping just to sneak in and get to my room and get back started on the second semester, I was greeted with lots of happy birthdays from the ladies in the office. Shout out to them. They're not listening.
It was this year that I realized you share a birthday with my uncles. So it's easy to remember when your birthday is because it's theirs.
Yeah. And this year, Nick actually wished me a happy birthday, unlike last year. So got that going for
I
me.
made it a point this year to remember it and wish you happy birthday. I made it a point.
The only one of my close friends that did not wish me a happy birthday last year. God damn, Nick. At least you got in on the 30th birthday this year. That's a good one. So
Yeah. No, that's important. I was waiting for the big 3-0, you know. So
yep.
Folks, send the love. Wish Kendo a happy birthday. Send some.
Please
ones.
don't. I don't. No, that's fine. I don't need that.
please flood his timeline and happy birthday for the next week. That'd be awesome.
It's more fun just to rib Nick about it, but yeah, no. My birthday is come and gone. It was 3 days ago. We've moved on. Okay, we're living in the present and the future.
If your friend's name on Facebook, just say happy birthday on his wall or whatever. It'll work.
I don't accept friend requests from listeners. It's not a personal thing. It's just a. You know, I like to have my own little space and privacy. And
if you find him on Instagram or Twitter, just wish him a happy birthday as well.
Well, that's different. I don't really have a say in who can follow me on those platforms.
That's fair. Well, now let's check back in with the audience, shall we? Because we have a lot of people that keep sending in stuff, and we don't want to keep them waiting. Folks, we'll be talking about Star Wars in just a moment, the predictions for this year. But moving back a moment, we have to go to our friend TLJ Screwjob, who says, Kendo, how has Woodrow Wilson made Over Lives Today worse?
How has Woodrow Wilson made all of our lives today worse? Well, Russia would not be an aggressive little stink pot that they are, because the Soviet Union wouldn't have been able to rise to prominence, because the Bolshevik Revolution probably would not have happened had Woodrow Wilson not become president. So there's that. You could argue that China probably would still be a despotic place and or more like Western friendly, because without the rise of communism, they wouldn't have turned into what they have become. So there's that. And he's just a fucking cockbag. So there's that too. So yeah, our lives are worse today because of Woodrow Wilson being a cockbag and becoming lucking and fluking his way into the presidency, and therefore allowing the rise of Bolshevism and communism in East Asia.
There you go, folks. The more you know with Professor Kendo here on World Class Bullshitters. Thank you, though, to TLJ Screwjob. Now, we also have our friend Sejorjan, who says, Mr. Cleo, who will win the Triple Crown horse race in 2023? Well, will it be the two horse girls who on the buttons that Jeff presses? Well,
they'll be riding each other.
So it's that kind of party. Gotcha.
Yeah. Anything can happen in the infield.
Are you going to try the voice?
I think Nick should do it because he's more Miss Cleo adjacent than I am. So,
but I believe in you, Kendo. I believe in you, buddy.
All right. Hello, darling. It's me, Miss Cleo. I'm a little Italian now, darling. I'm about as Italian as I am a Jamaican.
Lord have mercy.
I'm looking into the ball. Oh, yes, I see it right here. It's very clearly now. Hear the rhythm. Hear the rhyme. Everybody ready? It's horse racing time. And the winner of the horse race is going to be my third leg.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there we go. And
That was 100% worth it.
That stole the show.
Damn, about as Jamaican as she was. So there you go.
I need to watch a fucking documentary. I swear to God.
We're gonna watch it for Patreon. We'll watch it and review it. And then just because. Thank you. Now,
Somewhere I hope that he is shuddering in his car driving to the airport. He's just like, oh, what's going on? I sense something.
You should call him and put him on speaker.
I mean, I could.
Give him a couple minutes because I know how far the airport is from his place. What we want to do is we want to wait till he's driving back with his sister so he can talk about horses and get her to tell stories about him being afraid of horses when he was younger.
You know, that works.
Xavier to God says, I'm personally excited for Blue Beetle. I didn't realize that movie was coming out this year. I don't really have a strong opinion of the Jaime version, the new Blue Beetle. I know that old Ted Cord one, he's kind of generic. So that's the only Blue Beetle I know.
Dion's in the chat.
Oh, good.
He said, fuck all y'all for that.
So now he's hip to what's about to happen.
Yeah, Dion. Yes.
We can't get him with the old Pearl Harbor treatment. He knows it's coming.
Wait, hold on. We were going to go kamikaze on him?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, Dion, do with this information what you will. But be prepared, my friend. Enrique Vasquez, what is up, dude? He says, Happy New Year, WCBS. Happy late birthday, Kendo. Fellow Capricorn. Dion, did you play Ragnarok? If not, I highly recommend it. Can I get a T2 button, please? Yes, Enrique, you can. Just a moment. Now, Dion, since you're in the chat and you want to play along at home, have you played God of War Ragnarok? I don't know if you have. So I'm not going to speak for you, my friend, since you're clearly here to defend yourself. Dion loves God of War and horses, correct?
Sure.
Yeah. Now, I'm really happy that everybody loves the T2 button. I should just download it and officially put it on the show, you know, instead of just constantly clicking it this way.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We'll take care of it. I want to drive to the location where they shot T2 and do a mini documentary, the retrospective of this button for Ninja Lawyer Steve. Great WCBS classic, right?
Oh, yeah. Who couldn't get behind that? Got him.
I just thought of one I'm going to make for next week. I got another motorcycle button in my head. Let me write this one down.
Dion says, I have not yet.
Oh, yeah, so he hasn't played the God of War Ragnarok.
I like this. I like doing this the show this way. It's like, hey, if we need Dion, he can just text in.
Well, he's listening, so that's a good thing. I mean,
Dion, if you're at home, make sure you hit that thumbs up button to let everyone know that you enjoy world class
Hey,
bullshit.
Dion, I hope you're parked and you can hear me just like this, buddy.
Dude, that's not cool. He could be driving right
Dion, now that you're driving a car, your old pal Buffalo Jeff's in the back seat. Don't look back here, buddy.
Dude, if he's got it Bluetooth through his speakers right now, there's a chance that, you know, Interstate 69 could see a multi-car pileup.
I know exactly how he's got his fucking phone hooked up to the car, Dion shit me, and he's fucking driving, listening to this show going, God damn it, screaming out the window at us right now.
There we go. There we go.
Dion,
dickheads.
Please, Dion, hold both hands tightly on that wheel.
We love you, buddy. Make it home safe, all right?
It's like that scene in the New Nightmare where the guy's driving home from work and Freddy Krueger's glove like rips out of his seat and stabs him in the dick.
Oh, that's
Dion Green. I just hit the dislike button, assholes.
Well, Dion.
Well, at least we know what the one dislike is for. It's okay. It's fine. It's from you. It's all right.
It's still going to help us be searched in the index, buddy. You can't stop this train.
Oh man, that's funny.
Enrique, thank you. Joey the Lazy One says, the movie I'm waiting for is Fast X because we all know that there's nothing stronger than family. And then he has a special request for a button.
Oh God.
Now, it's not a family button. It's this wonderful button right
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car? No. Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Dion said the sound of betrayal is what I'm hearing.
The sound of betrayal is glorious, Dion.
I'd like to point out that I'm not involved in any of that shit.
You could be.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I'm not going to say that I haven't actively participated in the past. I'm just not actively participating this time.
Fair.
But I'm still an accessory after the fact.
Yeah. Oh, let's continue on. Thank you, Joey. Enrique Vasquez says, oh, and just watched Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2 for the first time. Liked it. Well, Enrique, I knew you had good taste, but I'm glad you finally experienced Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. Folks, if you haven't seen Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2, we recommend it. It's only 39 years too late, but you'll enjoy it no matter what. And coming soon, I will go to some Beverly Hills Cop filming locations, and I don't know what, but I'll film something there. Where would you want to go from here?
Just don't get thrown out of a fucking window, okay?
Why? I'll only get charged for jaywalking.
Yeah, but still, it's not, you just don't want to get thrown out of a fucking window. Also, I don't think you can go to the Beverly Palm Hotel unless, like...
Hey,
I could
dress.
I'm just saying.
Hey, half of me can get through the front door, and I'm going to dress so the second half can get through. Okay? I know what I'm doing.
Okay, all right. Just, are you going to put on your Woodrow Wilson makeup?
That might help because he was an avowed racist. He'd be totally okay with the Beverly Palms policy about who they let in there.
Wait, that's how we should get back at Woodrow Wilson for being such an old racist. We should get Dion, Nick, and myself. We'll all dress up and cosplay as Woodrow Wilson and say really fucked up shit that he would never say.
We could just say the fucked up shit he did say, and that would be just as equally okay. But that's fine too.
I meant the stuff I would make him say is like stuff he would hate. Like, I love black people.
Yeah, it's like interracial porn seeing the BBC is my favorite thing to see ever. # Woodrow Wilson. Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, that's what we should get on trending on Twitter. Folks, now that we are blue check marked and clearly official, we would like
I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much.
Shit Woodrow Wilson would say, and you just say really fucked up shit that Woodrow Wilson would never say. So, Kendo, give us another thing Woodrow Wilson would never say.
Woodrow Wilson would never say, I'm totally okay with my daughter coming home with that black man.
Yes. Woodrow Wilson, a man of the people, just not colored people.
Any type of non-white people, yeah.
Well, I'm glad he's dead. I'll just leave it at that. Goku McDuck, you are up next. TLJ Screwjob says Michelle O'Rourke Johansson and son are home safe. Oh, congratulations, Michelle. Michaelan. Also, Michaelan O'Rourke Johansson says, from Darian217 says she's back at home with her newborn son, safe and sound. We'll toast around to her and the WCBS family at the meetup because there's nothing stronger than family. Well, now that we're talking about family, I gotta press the family button.
But what's real is family, 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 family.
And there's also this one.
I don't have friends. I got...
I missed that one.
I do too. I haven't watched CSI in forever.
It's all the same episode. It's everyone's the same.
You know what I found out also follows that format is the fucking Law and Order shows. I was over at my aunt's once, and I'm like, episode's about a rape and a murder. Then the next one's about a rape and a murder. I'm like, whoa. I didn't even realize the episode switched because it got to a point where I was actually interested in the story, and then it's like produced by Dick Wolf. And I'm like, that's it? Law and Order is a maddening show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I also get why everyone watches it on repeat.
If you'd like another fun fact, not only was Dick Wolf involved in that, but Law and Order SVU, Dick Wolf was the producer, but there was another, he was either producer or writer, and his name is Speed Weed. I am not fucking joking.
Speed Weed and Dick Wolf walk into a bar. The joke writes themselves.
Hey man, you got any more of that Speed Weed?
Yeah, man, how much you need?
Fucking A.
Speed weed is, that sounds like an oxymoron. It's like Christian Scientist.
That's also an accurate statement. And folks, make sure you're hashtagging Woodrow Wilson when you do it, so that way we can trend Woodrow Wilson and talk about how much he was a fucking kind, caring, loving person of all things non-white.
Hold on a second. We should just go on Twitter, make a Woodrow Wilson official account, get it checkmarked. Who's gonna sue if you impersonate Woodrow fucking Wilson, a guy that's been dead for what, 100 years? Well, no, he has been for 100 years, but how?
No, he's been dead for 100 years.
Okay.
Or no, 99 years. I think he died in 1924. God damn it, I'm gonna look this up now.
Damn, you're right. February 3rd, 1924. Hey.
Wait. And 29 days, 30 days, I'm going to celebrate the 99th anniversary of the death of that fucking clown.
Well, Kendo, sadly, the show will be on the 2nd instead of the 3rd of February. But if you want, if we're live, if the show turns to midnight that day, we should celebrate Woodrow Wilson's death with a fireworks celebration that will wake the dead.
I'm in.
Good. The audience is sending in Woodrow Wilson chats. I love it. But I want to say congratulations to our friend Michaela O'Rourke Johansson. It's awesome that you and your baby are home safe, and we're happy that the WCBS community and family keeps growing. So thank you for joining us. I know a lot of this stuff is taxing and tiresome, but you're here each and every week, so thank you. It really means a lot to us. Now, oh my God, Goku McDuck. A Salma Hayek versus Sofia Vergara bikini mud battle is a legit great idea. They have aged well.
Ooh, it is.
Yeah, they make a lot of money off of that.
Yeah, sign me up. You know, that used to be a really hard decision. It's like, who would you rather have? It's easy for me to finally say it with absolute certainty. Salma Hayek. Sorry, Sofia Vergara.
What if that's a new thing in 2023, 2024, where celebrities do outrageous shit and they want you to pay an outrageous price for it on OnlyFans?
I mean, if it's risque enough, I'm sure people would pay for it.
So what if it's like $1,000 to buy the video? Then what?
If it shows the right stuff, enough people will buy it, and then it'll just get leaked online.
That's true.
I mean, would you pay $1,000 to see Salma Hayek's butthole?
$1,000? No.
100, yes.
100,
not really that into buttholes though.
I'm not either, but I'm just trying to say, like, what's the most extreme thing you'll get for that $100? See? It's also Salma Hayek, so she has to maintain her, stature.
That's fair.
Let's pick a different celebrity that has no shame. The first celebrity on OnlyFans, Jennifer Lawrence.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm not a fan of hers. Aurora Uplinks, thank you very much. India, villain is psychic woman who wants some more power. Was that Lucas drawing on his real life with Kathleen Kennedy as inspiration? Implies she read minds or out for power. Aurora, you might have something there. They say the best art is inspired by real life. And so maybe this female villain is inspired by Kathleen Kennedy's constant power struggle. Or maybe, I'm trying to think of a good movie character that might have been inspired by Kathleen Kennedy. Folks in the chat, if the shark from Jaws hadn't been around before Kathleen Kennedy, I'd say she inspired Bruce the Shark. But, you know that movie The Stuff, Nick?
Yeah.
That's inspired by Kathleen Kennedy.
So she's the stuff?
She's the stuff.
That makes sense.
Or she's eaten enough of it.
Oh, God.
But thank you, Aurora. It is a weird movie.
And was so unknown for a minute, and then all of a sudden it blew up, and everyone knows about it now.
I probably watched it 10 years ago on Netflix. Or maybe I watched it on Shudder. Probably Shudder.
Probably Shudder, yeah.
It's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, if you haven't seen it, watch it. Goku McDuck, thank you very much. Here's a crazy prediction from Goku McDuck. Not kidding, what if Disney buys WWE?
It'll get watered down even more than it already is. And most of the past of said company will be erased and end up in a vault alongside of fucking Zippity Doodah.
Yeah, and I think that would be their honestly that would be their cheapest buy if they were going to buy something, because I know they wanted to buy the remaining 30% of Hulu, but Comcast is asking for like $40 or $50 billion from Disney to buy the rest of it out. So they're not going to do that. But I think if they were going to buy something that wouldn't cost them a lot, it would be WWE.
Well, WWE just posted its first $1 billion profit year. So WWE is going to be kind of pricey for Disney. Think they could afford that?
Yeah. I think they could. Because I mean, what do you think? What do you think WWE would ask for?
Well, let's take a second before we even humor that. What would Disney be able to afford? They just posted their worst year since 1974. I mean, do you think Bob Iger, who made the mistake of buying everything in sight in the past, is going to do that one again? I hope he doesn't. But I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, they bought Fox. They've bought Marvel and Disney. I mean, they bought the animation studio that made Toy Story. I wouldn't put it past them because I mean, they want to get into sport. They want to get into sports stuff. And why not corner the market with wrestling and get WWE?
I mean, that's fair.
That would be my estimation. It's like you want a corner, you want something that has you want an IP that has legacy and power and notoriety. You go with WWE.
It would just be weird to see Disney have to take on a business of live events and stuff like that, because I know they do Disney on Ice and all that other random crap, but man, that'd be terrible too, because they probably integrate all their branding. You don't see these teen stars show up at WrestleMania.
Oh, 100%, and it would be squeaky fucking clean.
Why would they even have wrestling at that point?
I don't know, man. It's kind of like where I even know that they were trying to get R-rated stuff on their or they were trying to clean up the Netflix stuff for their platform or something. I forget, something like that happened. So I don't know. I think maybe they want to diversify. They want to get into sports entertainment, and I think something that is that's like that's written out. It's not really it's not the story's already written out and can be molded to where they want it to. I think that would be something they'd want, but they would fuck it up immediately. Here's the thing: if Disney were to buy it and it went through, you think Vince having it was bad? It would be fucking terrible underneath them. Terrible.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about it. Can we stop?
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's Goku McDuck's fault. Well, actually, Goku McDuck, it's not your fault. It's just...
You started it.
Okay, it's your fault. He started it. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go high to Space Monkey 0899, who says, have you seen the YouTube videos called 80s Reimagined? The Warhammer 40K looks actually like movie stills. I have not. Have you guys seen that?
No, I have not seen that.
I'll have to check them out because it sounds cool. I'm actually writing it down right now. Boom. All right. 80s Reimagined. Is it by Gary G is what you're talking about? That one? Up next, thank you very much to our friend Xavier to God, who sends in 3. He says, fuck, marry, kill every other bullshitter's favorite video game. All right, so my favorite game's GoldenEye.
My favorite video game would be... Oh, which Legend of Zelda game? We'll go with Ocarina of Time.
And my favorite is Halo.
And then
we'll go Halo 3.
Ooh, that's the best one.
Yeah, we'll go Halo 3.
Let's give Dion a favorite game. We'll give him Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, it's either that or God of War.
Okay, so now it's fuck, marry, kill with those games. Go. Kendo.
going to marry Halo 3. I'm going to fuck GoldenEye only because you can't do the multiplayer feature with bots. And I'm going to unfortunately have to kill Modern Warfare 2, which sucks because I actually really like that game.
Nick?
Let's see. Going to marry GoldenEye, fuck Modern Warfare 2, and kill Zelda.
I'm going to marry Zelda, fuck Halo, and kill Modern Warfare. Xavier to God. Fuck, marry, kill. SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, 7 and 8. Kendo, can you answer this, or am I the only one that can answer it?
You're the only one that can answer because I didn't play those games.
All right, so Xavier to God, let me give you a legit answer. I will marry SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 because I think it's the best one of the series. I will fuck 07 because it was not as good as 06, but better than 08, which I will kill. SmackDown vs. Raw, all three of these have the GM mode, which is a lot of fun, but the 08 version had everyday GM mode where you had to do every little facet, and it was really boring. So I didn't like that. I thought the SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 GM mode was the perfect blend, but the 06 game had better controls, a better roster, and dare I say, the best wrestling mechanics ever because it took a minimum of 10 minutes to get a match going. And I liked that. It felt like real WWE television. It felt like they found the perfect balance. And for 2005, when it came out, the graphics were amazing. Every wrestler looked great and lifelike. The music was great. The presentation was on point. I mean, the one flaw I can think of from SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, Randy Orton had blue trunks instead of black. Whoop-de-doo. Other than that, perfect game, 10 out of 10. And then another one that I'm only able to answer, fuck, marry, kill, SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, 10, and 11. Well, Xavier to God, I will fuck. Oh, these are, okay, this is harder because these are all kind of in the same wheelhouse. I'll marry 2010. I'll fuck 11, and I'll kill 09 because 2009 doesn't have The Rock. It's the only SmackDown game without him, so boom, there you go. Darian 217 has a question for you, Kendo. Who else is in your Deadpool, Kendo? Who's on your list that is going down this year?
Oh, hopefully some people because I'm 45 points behind of reclaiming my throne at the top of, the hill. Let's see. On my Deadpool list, I have Joe Exotic. I had Don West. I had Tony Dow, so the Beeve stands alone. Kim Jong-un. Jenna Jameson, because apparently she was confined to a wheelchair for a while. Selena Gomez, I'm not sure why she gets picked every year. Steve Mongo McMichael, which is my best opportunity for some points before the end of the season, which our season ends at midnight on Super Bowl Sunday. Tim Green, former NFL player. Linda Nolan, Shane McGowan, Otis Taylor, former football player. Jim Duggan, who apparently is doing really well now, so that's a bad pick. And then I have only got two people left on my bench because I activated Yoko Ono and Henry Kissinger to replace two of my people. I had the oldest living woman on the planet, but she's no longer the oldest living woman because she gone. And then I have Dick Van Dyke, who's super old, but apparently a really nice guy, and I enjoyed his TV show. And Joel Glazer, because as a huge Manchester United fan, fuck the Glazers. I hope they all die.
Well, there you go, Darian 217. Your question has been answered. Thank you.
Okay, guys, real quick to clarify that because it says 45 pounds. Our season starts on Super Bowl Sunday at kickoff of the Super Bowl and runs through the following February, whatever the day is, the Saturday of before the Super Bowl. So when it hits 11:59 on that Saturday, Deadpool's still live. As soon as it hits midnight, we close. So anybody that dies after that on Super Bowl Sunday is no longer counted. We had that problem a couple years ago because somebody drafted Leon Spinks, and then he turned out to have died, but his time of death was the day before, so he did not count. So that's how our Deadpool works. We're morbid, we're fucked up people, and we're all going to go to hell, but that's okay. We'll be there together.
I'm just glad you share it with us, Kendo.
Well, you got to do something with celebrities.
Besides make fun of them?
Yeah, did you know Jennifer Lawrence was the first person to die in the history of Deadpool? I bet you didn't know that.
The more you know, Kendo. Now, Darian 217, thank you very much for that. Xavier to God says, fuck, marry, kill. Again, this is just for me, guys. WWE 12, 13, and 2K14. Easy. 2K14 is one of the best of the modern era, so I'm going to marry that bitch. I will fuck WWE 13 because it's the Attitude Era, and WWE 12, while a very good game, has to die by process of elimination. Now, Darian 217, WWE Game of Thrones. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground. Joe Rogan moose button, please. Sure, I'll press that for you in just a second. How do you feel about a WWE-style Game of Thrones, Kendo?
I mean, I guess it depends on who's standing at the end.
Triple H.
I'm okay with that. I don't have the hatred for Triple H that most people do, but then again, for most of the Reign of Terror, I was not watching, so I didn't really develop all that.
It was pretty boring, but so I didn't like his Reign of Terror, but the thing was, he kind of like always did the same job every year at WrestleMania. It's like, yeah, the Reign of Terror, but then he lost to Benoit. Yeah,
Right.
he did the Reign of Terror, but then he lost to Bautista. Yeah, he wanted to do Reigns of Terror and shit, but then he did the job for Cena. It's like, I get it. I too was tired of all of Triple H's winning and political bullshit. But at the end of the day, he did when he would lose the belt, and he did frequently. He did it in spectacular fashion. The way he put over Bautista in 2005 was wonderful. It's like shit like that is why I get pissed off when Bautista talks poorly about wrestling or doesn't want to act like it's important to his career, because other people saw value in his career, and there was a point in time where he was the man. So Triple H was a part of that. Long story short, let's move on. Button time.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car? No. Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
May you rest in peace. The moose is fine. Goku McDuck, thank you very much. He says, LG, Tom Cruise, he's an old fart. Get The Rock. The Rock is... I can't believe I'm going to say this. Tom Cruise might be a better choice for an action movie than The Rock every day of the week now.
Mm-hmm. Tom Cruise is going to take it seriously, not just cash the paycheck.
Yeah, well, don't tell The Rock I said that. I'll be upset. Goku McDuck, thank you. Ninja Lawyer Steve says, thanks for meeting up again. They say never meet your heroes. Glad you and Jesse were an exception. Keep being awesome, you two, and other guys as well. Well, Ninja Lawyer Steve, it was our pleasure to hang out with you, my friend. It was a lot of fun. It was a nice way to start off the holiday season. So, folks, if you have an opportunity to come hang out, let's do it. We'll go have lunch. We'll get some cheeseburgers or whatever the hell we're in the mood to eat. I live right up the street from In-N-Out Burger, so, yeah.
It's old.
There you go. I also live right by a Fat Burger, so if you're in the mood for one of those two places, they're within the same drive. Obi-Wan 27887 or 27883, excuse me, I can read. Thank you for your massive super chat. TLJ Screwjob is back. He says Marvel versus DC, Spooge Man versus Bat Pussy.
Oh boy, Bat Pussy! What a cinematic masterpiece that shit was.
You got the shit part right.
Mm-hmm.
TLJ Screwjob again says, "Oh Kendo, Chiang Kai-shek better, worse than Mao."
Well, Chiang Kai-shek wasn't, responsible for a great leap forward or whatever it was in his little red book that led to the starvation death of millions of people. So there's that. So I'll take Chiang Kai-shek. I don't think he was worse than Mao. Not anywhere close.
Aurora Uplink says, "Can I email you an awful video of a horse eating?" Sure, you can email it to us, worldclassbs@mail.com, the best mail.
.com.
And we will share it when Dion's around so you can feel the cringe from our friend. TLJ Screwjob again says, "Wilson, I have a dream," from River of Prosperity.
Now, Wilson had a dream, all right, that there would be a lot of people that weren't of his own righteousness that would be sent across that River of Prosperity.
TLJ Screwjob says, Elsa, She-Wolf of the SS, was inspired by Kathleen Kennedy. I don't think Kathleen Kennedy's big enough to fill the role.
No.
Joey the Lazy One says, Wilson will never say, "I acknowledge you as my tribal chief." It's because he's not white, right? Do you think Woodrow Wilson would acknowledge Paul Heyman as a tribal chief?
Depends on if he's a fan of that particular tribe. I'm not sure what Woodrow Wilson's views were on Judaism, but I'm sure somebody would be able to enlighten me. In fact, let me go ahead and look that up right now.
I'm sure Woodrow Wilson had a problem with everybody.
Yeah, probably. Woodrow Wilson, Judaism. Woodrow Wilson was a hero to the Jews. I highly fucking doubt that.
Well, you never know. We'll start asking around. Was Woodrow Wilson a hero to you?
Yeah. Let's go hang out by like the fucking synagogue in like Albuquerque or something. Like, how do you feel about Woodrow Wilson? Was he a goy?
I don't know, but Nick is officially the tribal chief of world-class bullshitters. Thank you, Nick. We acknowledge you.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what the chat says. Now, guys, 2023 is here, and surprisingly, there's some interest in Star Wars again. Now, I know we've been burned, we have been burned, and we'll probably be burned again, but people think that there's a chance that this is the new year and a new Star Wars will emerge. Now, I don't think we're going to get a Rian Johnson trilogy announcement ever. I don't think we're going to ever get Star Wars back on the big screen the way people want, and there'll never be a redo of these movies. But I do think that The Mandalorian will be, this is probably my last prediction I forgot to read earlier, The Mandalorian will be solid, but I don't think Star Wars will be saved because it's still too much, or too little too late. Now, guys, what do you think about my assessment? Do you think it's too little too late for that brand?
Yes. Yeah, I do. Just because, I mean, it's kind of like saying, is it too little too late when the Titanic was like filled up with water, starting to list it, break in half. The damage is clearly done, and being able to rescue it from the jaws of defeat seems a bit hard at this point.
Yeah, like we've been burned since 2015, and like I don't think, and there's no way it can come back and be its former glory and its full, the way it was back, before that. And anybody who's still holding out for that is delusional and needs mental help. Because there's no way they're just like, oh, it's gonna get good, it's gonna get good, it's gonna get good. It's like at some point you just have to, say it's not good. It never really was when Disney had it, and just move on, go to something else. Because even with Andor, they had to go to other ways of showing the show because nobody watched it. Mandalorian was good, but they didn't merchandise it quick enough, and now there's too much crap of Baby Yoda on the shelves. And it's just, I don't know. It's just with everything else that they've done with it, it's not going to go anywhere. And even with them releasing, I'm sure they're going to release like 4 or 8 or 16 more shows this year. I don't think they'll do that good. I think it'll be another flop. They may have 1 or 2 out of it that's actually good, but nobody's going to care.
Well, I have my list of what is popping up this year. So The Bad Batch just dropped, which I'm not going to watch because I didn't watch the first season, but I love the Clone Wars. Mandalorian comes back. Then they have the Ahsoka standalone series, the second season of Visions, then the kids show Young Jedi Adventure, and the Jude Law Skeleton Crew vehicle, which is a Dark Horse contender later in the year. And there's still the High Republic era series Acolyte, which is the Slate, Leox, Jossie, Gayassy, all that stuff. That is the.
Oh, that's still happening. Jeez.
Yep.
Jamaram.
Oh, god damn it! Now I gotta press the button. I mean, Kenda, you can't say the word anymore.
Jamaram. Well, he's part of the Leo Gayassy thing. As it was Ram Jamaram.
Fuck you.
Jamaram. What do you want on your toast, Nick? Butter or jam or ram? Jamaram. Hey, did you see they're gonna do Monster Jamaram next? Jamaram. Hey, let's go play some NBA Jamaram. Wrong. I was wanting to see how long that was gonna go.
Oh my god.
It almost went indefinitely because I was like, am I going to go down this rabbit hole today and just keep...
How many jam pums can he come up with? Well, Jeff, luckily for you, that was my last one because I couldn't think of any others.
There we go.
Oh shit! Toe Jam Ram and Earl Panic on Funkatron.
Jam Ram.
All right, that's the last one. I can't.
That was actually a pretty damn good one. I'd play that game.
God.
No, with all those shows though, and where I feel as a Star Wars fan, I'm gonna pass on most of these. I will check out The Mandalorian because I like the character, and that's about it. You can't sell me on the Acolyte. You can't sell me on half of this shit. You overdid it.
Well, I mean, are we getting any more Book of Boba Fett, or is that it?
We got too much in the first place, but I'm pretty sure that's over.
Yay! Yeah, and once again, like I loved the first season of The Mandalorian. It was wonderful and it was perfect and it was great. And I knew that they were gonna fuck it up in the second season, and sure enough, they did. So I'm not even gonna watch the third season. I just don't care anymore. Yeah, even Book of Boba Fett was a joke. He wasn't Boba Fett. He was just some dude in a costume. He wasn't killing people and having doing Boba Fett things. So it was pointless to even have that.
Yeah, he was too nice of a guy. Like, what happened to the real Boba Fett that just shot and killed you?
Listen, the show they need that they're never going to make is Bill Burr's character in Mandalorian. Give me that show. Mm-hmm. I will watch it every day of the week.
Miggs Mayfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. I would watch that show in a heartbeat. I mean, there's nothing I wouldn't watch Bill Burr in. No, that's not true. If he was in the Hunger Games, I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, but as soon as if he was not, yeah. But no, like give me that where they're just constantly shooting the shit and getting shot at and saving stuff and doing random missions. Yeah, give me that for 8 episodes or 10 episodes a season. I'll gladly watch that. That'll be so much fun.
You're not allowed to have that, Nick. It sounds fun.
I know exactly.
Or what you do is you tie the two universes together and you have his character go to Earth and then go to work for Saul Goodman like he did in Breaking Bad.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Now, of these, like I said, I'm most excited for Mandalorian, but the one I think will fail the hardest will be The Acolyte. Because, folks, as you can see, we did a retail video about Black Panther. I have more coming, and some of it's about Star Wars, but they're not all about Star Wars, so be on the lookout. Marvel isn't a worse place than Star Wars.
I watched a video. The most telling thing is the Lego side of the Black Panther, where like none of them were sold; they were still there.
Oh yeah,
and as you said in the video, Lego is a really like universal brand. The letters, the logo, you know what it is. And if you can't even sell Lego in of your thing, you failed.
Yep. I mean, Lego sets go for double and triple and quintuple what they go for when they go out of stock or out of print because people love them just because they're Legos. It doesn't matter. But Black Panther, you might be able to find on clearance like You're the Eternals. That's the power of a bad movie, folks. Kids won't even buy toys that they know they'll like just because they have shitty characters on it.
Yeah, it's terrible that you can't even sell a Lego set of your of your movie. That is truly terrible.
The thing I'm excited to talk about in the next toy video is I found Last Jedi toys, folks. Not at one store, but like in a chain of stores across the country. They're putting them back out. Yes, The Last Jedi is returning to store shelves. WCBS exclusive. Hell, all the toy videos are WCBS exclusives. So be on the lookout for that one.
Dude, they even have Avatar logos. I mean, Legos.
Would you buy those?
I'd buy one set, and then I wouldn't buy. I'd buy probably like the most expensive set and keep it in my collection, and then never buy another one again.
I won't buy any Avatar merchandise.
Nope.
It's just a personal vendetta against Jim Cameron.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Yeah. It's not personal. I just think they're ugly.
It's a terrible idea.
What, to have a vendetta against Jim Cameron?
No, to have fucking Avatar Legos. Like being that pretentious that you think your movie's going to do so good that they need fucking Lego sets of your bullshit.
Isn't it sad to say, though, that Avatar beat Top Gun?
Yes, but I'm sure there's an excuse built in there somewhere. I'll come up with it.
Well, Avatar's gonna break even. It won't make a profit, but it'll break even. That's a good thing, right?
You mean it's at $2 billion?
Hey, it's almost there. It's at 1.5, man. So when it crosses that 2 billion
Yeah.
mark, it's like, hey, we're almost broken.
I do I do love that the US audience was only worth about like four and a half, what is it, like, yeah, $450 million. Like the overseas audience, even with China having their, lockdowns, let's say, made $1 billion.
That's true. Oh, there you go. Top Gun came out and it did not go into China, and it had to compete against the World Cup. So that's why.
Yeah, there you go. There's you're 100% right, Kendo. Yeah.
Well, that's why Avatar 2 did better.
Yeah. Top Gun didn't need China money, and it made $1 billion on its own.
Correct.
Yeah.
Suck it, Cameron.
I've seen both films. Top Gun was superior in every way. But if you want a film with goofy-looking blue people running around with their asses hanging out, Avatar is the motion picture event of this season, folks.
Yeah, with blue nipples and whales with subtitles.
Yeah, who can't get enough of them blue nippies?
Blipples.
Blipples. Blipples and bluts. That's what the next one should be called. It should be called Avatar 3, Blipples and Bluts.
Oh my god.
You know they announced what the next Avatar is, right?
Avatar 3, the way of earth, wind, and fire and water.
James Cameron's Avatar will be focusing on the fire Na'vi. The next film will feature cultures different from those I've already shown, he said. The fire will be represented by the Ash people. I want the reveal to be Na'vi from another angle because of the moment they have only shown their good side.
I feel like that's like a backwardsly racist comment, but, it is what it is. The Ash people.
I wish people would stop being so stupid to follow James Cameron. It's like, hey, I'm going to take you to this one fucking planet. I'm going to show you this part of the planet in this movie, and that part of the planet in that movie. And spoiler alert, they're all the same type of ugly-ass alien people. They just have different fire-bending abilities or earth-bending abilities. They really are just so predictable. It's like, okay.
What if he had them go into other parts of the planet to show different types of Na'vi, and it was a dude that was kind of like the crocodile hunter that was doing the narration. Oh, crikey, let's look at the fire Na'vi right there. Just avoid them. They got barbs like stingrays. Oh, he's just a poor little fella right there. Look at him right there. See, I'd watch that. See, then that's how you get me to watch Avatar 3.
No. I mean, that's funny for what you said, but imagine that being 3.5 hours.
I don't know, man. Steve Irwin was fucking damn entertaining.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine
100%. But if it was Irwin narrating CG fucking blue people, I don't know if I could take that.
Right here, crikey, look at it going down to talk to the whales again. About to take a knife.
It's not a knife. It's a knife.
See? Nick, you poo-poo it, but
God,
that sounds like a fucking winning, proposition right there.
I don't know. I'm not into the Avatar thing, man. That's mainly the crux of it.
Oh, crikey, it's Stephen Lang again. He's going to cause problems for the Na'vi.
Jeez.
$5 says he does. Now,
the movie's infinitely better already.
It is. Still not interested in it. Hey, Kendo, forward me the email because Aurora Uplink says, check your email. I sent a video I want you to play. So we'll screen that and play that. Darian217, thank you very much. He says, Final Jeopardy question. Only 3 presidents have been married while in office, or have married while in office. John Tyler was the first, and he was the last.
Woodrow Wilson. Grover Cleveland also got married in office too, but that happened before Wilson. So I'm going to say Woodrow Wilson. Who was Woodrow Wilson? Was because he's dead.
Was Mrs. Cleveland a MILF?
Probably because Grover Cleveland was like 50 and he married her and she was like 20.
Oh, well, good for him.
So, but that was back in like the old days where that type of shit happened all the time.
I mean, she married a guy who was the president. That kind of stuff still happens today.
Right. I'm saying that either way, not the point. I'm looking for the email.
Darian217, thank you though. Space Monkey 0899 says Star Wars can rise like a phoenix if it were sold to another company. The EU is a gold mine.
The only way that Star Wars is going to rise like a phoenix if they film the movies in Phoenix.
Okay.
Does anything actually rise in Phoenix, Kendo?
The temperature.
Jeez.
That was the worst joke I've heard all night. Thank you.
I don't do that.
They're not all winners, Jeff.
Thanks, Bad Santa.
Also, I'm not seeing that email, so tell that person to make sure they're sending it to worldclassbs@mail.com.
The best mail.
.com.
Aurora Uplinks, thank you, says, I tried to get my fan script read. Didn't happen. Well, Aurora Uplinks, always pitch your stuff again and again. You never know. Joey the Lazy One says, Spaceballs, the radar, sir, it appears to be jammed with... Jam around!
God damn it.
You got me. And then, for now, before we transition to our next segment, Goku McDuck says, Kendo, Steve Irwin discovers Cthulhu.
That would be fun.
I mean, I'd sign me up. I like Lovecraft work. It's very, that's a good blend.
Yeah, definitely.
So because we have to honor what we talk about in the title of the video, James Gunn has been talking about all sorts of stuff. So for those that listen to this portion of the podcast, I'm going to read this out to you because this is news as of today. So DC Studio co-head James Gunn has confirmed that his superhero plan, alongside producer Peter Safran, will cover around 8 to 10 years. He also let loose that an announcement is planned for later this month that reveals some of their proposal. Gunn was responding on Twitter to a person asking whether his vision with Safran only goes out 3 years. Guardians of the Galaxy filmmaker said that is not the case, stating, our slate is 8 to 10 years, but we'll be announcing some of it this month. Now, the questions arose from a Variety report focusing on The Rock's attempts to change the hierarchy at DC Studios. Johnson apparently had his own multi-year plan with the superhero universe after Warner Brothers' Discovery merger, which Black Adam and Henry Cavill Superman would eventually face off it. That obviously isn't happening. Cavill won't even be returning as Clark Kent. One aspect of the report Gunn didn't address directly was Ezra Miller's future as the Flash. The director wrote that he doesn't know what's out there about Ezra. Variety mentioned that Miller could play the Scarlet Speedster since they've been doing well after their mental health treatment. Overall, Gunn has been very transparent about the hard choices being made for the DC reboot. He took over DC Studios along with Safran in October. Looking ahead, Warner Brothers Discovery has projects from previous leadership planning to release throughout the year, including Shazam, Fury of the Gods in March, The Flash in June, Blue Beetle in August, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom this December. So, that is the James Gunn update. Do you think anything he announces is going to be exciting, or you think it's going to be just like a, oh, great, now I'm going to wait 2 more years for something?
I think it's just going to have James Gunn's signature all over it, where it's just going to be kind of serious with a lot of blood and guts and things like that. That seems to be his MO.
I just want his brother to play Superman.
That'd be great.
I want Sean Gunn to become a household name. The guy's got Hollywood A-list written all over his face. Look at him. That's what I want. I want him to be the face of DC, Marvel, Image Comics, Milestone Comics, My Comics. Sean Gunn for president. No, but with all of this DC stuff, we've been hearing swirl after swirl of news and rumor. It's been constant for almost like 2 months now. And as a fan, it's kind of tiresome, but it's also kind of inspiring because it sucked for the last couple of years. So personally, I'm excited to see DC maybe move forward for the first time in a decade. They have been swirling the roll for quite a while, and it's been ugly.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to do it an entire rebrand, that's going to really kill a lot of stuff off.
Is anything worth saying?
All of it can just be thrown away because you can redo Batman and somebody else or something else and make it a new scenario, whatever. Same thing with Superman, unfortunately, but the thing is that they can go R. They need to exercise that right. They need to exercise the right to go R. Disney can't do that. They're only going to be PG-13. DC needs to lean into that. Don't make things more gory or, put in more weird scenes or whatever. Just hit on the R rating. Because DC can do that, Disney can't. I think if you pander to those people who can go to the R-rated movie, you're gonna make more money in the end.
I mean, I'd see some DC R-rated flicks. It's all got to be good though.
No, 100%. Yeah, they can't just phone it in. They can't try to battle Marvel like they did and then they lost. Like you can't do this competition shit. Just worry about making good stuff. Let's say like Joker. For a decent amount of money, you can't do the Marvel budget of $200 million base thing anymore. You have to really think about it, really put time into it, and really give it, really think about it. Don't just throw money at a wall and see what sticks.
Well, I like that method.
Yeah, because then they have to actually do work. They have to actually write something that's supposed to be good. They can't just pull it from a comic and then readapt it or whatever the hell. They have to actually, put in effort.
Well, we can't be having that
today. No, we can't. Ooh, $100 million Dead Man movie, says Garrick the Tailor. I'd watch that. Is there really much else to say about James Gunn and everything? It's just kind of a wait and see. It's going to be an interesting couple of days. I know that our community and our audience loves to talk about this. On the High Council, we've covered some DC stuff. But I'm going to be following this one closely. I just, as a fan, I need a break. I need some hope as well. Because the Batman wasn't as good as it should have been. And so...
Yeah, I mean, I did like the atmosphere of it. It was good with that aspect. But overall, it was not that memorable. So...
I still haven't watched it. Just have not had the motivation. It just
you're not missing much because like with that, like once again, they had two Batmans, they had two Jokers, so they had to really consolidate and figure out what they were gonna do. I know that they've greenlit the newer Joker 2, where Margot Robbie's not Margot Robbie,
Lady Gaga
is Harley Quinn, so.
That could be good or terrible.
It's supposed to be a musical, so that's the route they're going. 3 Jokers, apparently, according to the chat. My bad.
There's that terrible comic series, 3 Jokers as well.
Yeah. So yeah, they need to either do a universe slowly. I don't think people are going to respond to 3 DC movies a year. You need to do at the very most 1 a year. Make it really good. Make sure the production's good, the story's good, it's compelling, it's awesome, it's up to par, and then release it. You can't do this you can't redo the 10-year Marvel plan. You can't redo that because people are going to see it coming and they're going to be like, oh, it's just this again. I'm not going to give it my time.
Right.
Yeah. So there has to be something that they want to watch because once again, these are legacy characters that we've known longer than we've known the Marvel characters for. So there has to be there. You have that, but you have to make them good so we can stick with it.
You do. And like I said, time will tell. We'll be able to look back next year in 2024 and laugh how close or how off we were from this.
Oh, yeah.
So let's check in with everything, too, because it seems like tonight has been moving a little quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about, I guess it's time for the wrestling segment before we put this baby to bed. Yeah. So, Kendo, you and I follow wrestling closely across more than just the WWE. And this morning, I was alerted, or maybe it wasn't this morning, excuse me, I saw when I woke up, I think it was yesterday, the Wrestle Kingdom 17 results, where Sasha Banks appeared in Japan and Kenny Omega showed up to win their world title. What did you think of the results that you heard about from Wrestle Kingdom?
Well, Sasha Banks showing up was not a surprise. That was definitely a horribly kept secret when she was photographed over there and saying that she was just there on vacation. It's like, yeah, nobody fucking believes you, but whatever. In terms of the results, like, yeah, I was kind of surprised that Kenny Omega went over there and won a title, but not completely surprised considering that they've got a working relationship with AEW. I do like the fact that apparently New Japan has as many title belts as AEW, so like everybody's got a championship. Okada won to get the heavyweight title back, so he hasn't been carrying the belt for a while, so I guess that's going to be the new thing. I know, like, watching New Japan whenever it was on Access Channel or whatever it was, or the El Rey Network, I think is what it turned into. I did watch it on occasion, but I wasn't really huge into it. But I don't have anything against it. Just as long as they're not doing the weird fucking flippy, douchey stuff that has become so prevalent in modern wrestling.
Flip kick shit?
Yeah, flip kick shit, the goofy, silly matches all the time. Pretty much anything and everything fucking Twinkle Toes did in Japan.
I always wanted to like Kenny Omega. I even found a way to watch his match with Jericho. And I was like, wow, Jericho did a great job. But I thought to myself, what's the hype with Kenny Omega? Maybe I saw a bad match. And so they did their all-in or all-out pay-per-view, whatever the first one that was not AEW, but it was just a bunch of indie wrestlers coming together for this mega show. I watched that, and Kenny Omega performed there, and I thought, that wasn't that good. I don't get the hype. And so I've tried to watch Kenny Omega wrestle maybe 10, 15 times. I've even seen him in person. I don't get it. He spams the same fucking move over and over.
He is a video game wrestler.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's like, all right, great. He hit another fucking one-winged angel. He hit another fucking running knee. He hit another fucking elbow. Like, yeah, you say what you want about some wrestlers like Stone Cold and The Rock and Triple H. They threw 1,000,001 punches, but after their first 3 punches, they hit you with a slam. They took you outside the ring. They told a story. They're more entertaining than guys that do 27 flips and land perfectly every time. Because those guys aren't really telling much stories. They're just doing the same moves. And their moves look weak, too, when they can hit you with 7 finishers. Like, it should be 1 finisher and you're done.
It's how it's supposed to be, but, WWF's just as guilty as that bullshit with, like, when they got to the point where, like, there was 85 false finishes a match. Because finisher used to end it. It was a huge deal if somebody kicked out of a finisher, but it was not a common occurrence. Now it happens all the fucking time. Like, even Rogaine Ramirez has hit, like, 3 spears on somebody before he wins half the time. Brock hits F5s and people kick out of it. It's like not that big a deal. The only move that was like super protected for the most part was still the RKO, which I still to this day say that is a diamond cutter. Mm-hmm. But that was that's been super protected. Like people don't kick out of that one typically. But just I don't know. It's just kind of it's the state of wrestling as it now exists, in that there really is no storytelling anymore. There's no, it's gone from being a performance to a fucking performance, but not in a good way, where, the guy's fucking, how much of my shit can I get into a match? Let's get all these kicks in. Let's get all these fucking, dives and, kickouts and super kicks and, high spot. Like, fast forward, no one sells. Pretty much every dumb fucks match you can watch.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm not going to go back and look at any of the Wrestle Kingdom 17 stuff. If people are into it, that is awesome. We'll be looking forward to the Royal Rumble and stuff like that. But I'm interested with Vince McMahon coming back and how he refuses to approve any media rights deals or the sale of the WWE with him unless he's back as chairman. I wonder how he's going to tank what could be the most interesting and optimistic period in WWE. Do you think he'll shoot for creative control?
Oh, yeah. He wants to be back in the fucking chair calling all the shots, making it out to be what he wanted it to be when he was in charge of it. That doesn't mean it's a good thing. But that's where he's going to be. It's like anybody that was anywhere near the WWE told you Vince was never going to quit. He was never going to stop working there. He was never going to leave. He was going to be there until the day he died. and then he got forced out of that position, and he can't sit still. He has to be working. He has to be doing something. So this is just an offshoot of that. Nothing's come of it yet because investigations don't happen at the speed of light, unlike what Vince probably thinks they go at. And he still holds the majority of the shares. He still has voting power. He still has access to all these things. So naturally, he's not going to go away. He still is essentially the owner of the company.
And a great job. Vince McMahon did a great job, but he also did a terrible job. For everything that was good about wrestling, Vince is equally responsible for everything bad about it because he's in control of everything.
Yes, that's the thing. Like, you can praise McMahon for all the positives he did, but there's a lot of fucking negative that came with it too. And just like you can't slay him for all the negatives because there's a lot of positives too. It's like a 50-50 balance between the good and the bad. So it's like, it's definitely the complicated character when it comes to the world of wrestling and the history of it with Vince McMahon and his impact on the business.
Well said.
Well, I mean, do you think okay, so let's say out of nowhere Disney buys WWE for X amount of billions of dollars. Do you think then AEW has a chance of being like, I guess, the adult alternative or whatever to wrestling, or are they gone too?
Considering that the majority of AEW is ran by somebody that's got the mentality of a 12-year-old, no.
Fair enough.
Tony Khan still operates like he's 18 in his parents' basement, fucking doing online booking of a fake wrestling federation, and he has a bunch of people in his ear telling him how to do things that are essentially fucking children as well.
Well, the thing with Tony Khan in AEW is it would be an alternative that people like me who would feel burned by the WWE would go to a little more, even though I like AEW and will watch it when I have the time. That would become my choice of wrestling, hands down. And if Disney's smart, you know what they would do is they wouldn't buy the WWE, they would just buy the library and do shit with that.
That's where the money's at.
But that's what NBC and Universal did with Peacock, so it's like, why?
The only thing is Disney's going to sanitize that library even more.
It's hard to think you can, but yeah. The WWE is guilty of doing that themselves, though.
Yeah, they did that. They started going back and editing in their own shit and taking out things that they thought were distasteful and whatever, and that were products of their time. So they started the self-editing and they just allowed it to continue. And it's like, I get where, that is a thing that you should do if something like blatantly offensive takes place on your wrestling program, but at the same time, it's like taking out the DX parody of the nation. Why that? And it's, yes, you can't do blackface anymore, but that was 1999 when that happened. Not that you could do it then either, but it was done in a way to further a storyline between two factions, even though the one that was being overtly racist happened to be the good guys in the story that was being told. But it's also, it's not like it doesn't fucking exist all over the internet at this point.
No, it doesn't. And look at how the fans look at it and how we receive it. We all look back on it for what it was, a comedy segment. It wasn't a political statement. It ain't that big of a deal. Just let it stay.
Yeah, it's in poor taste by the standards of today. At the standards of the time, was it in poor taste? Possibly, but I watched it live when it happened. And did I sit there and go, oh my God, that's so racist? I'm like, holy shit, they're making fun of the nation and this is funny.
I think it's a classic moment that I grew up liking and still do like. Now, folks, like we said, we're getting closer to the Royal Rumble. We're only a few weeks away. So WCBS will have our first annual drunk watch party. We'll have our Royal Rumble. We'll be doing that one live. And then after that, I guess it's Elimination Chamber still. And then it's the road to WrestleMania and ending at WrestleMania. So, like I said, be on the lookout for all those. Join us for each and every one of those. We'll be covering more wrestling. We'll keep those a little more focused this time. We'll be finally cutting promos on each other and talking about the product. And we want you guys to come hang out with us. We have some wrestling-related content planned throughout the year. And we're going to make a bigger name for ourselves in the wrestling community. So just be on the lookout for world-class bullshitters to pop up everywhere you want us to be, including wrestling shows. But is there much else to talk about this week in wrestling? It's been kind of a light week in terms of news. The Vince McMahon stuff is brand new. It just happened while we were on air. So we'll be following that as we continue on this week.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. There's Wrestle Kingdom happened, and that's about it, other than the fact that John Cena came back to wrestle on SmackDown to keep his streak alive and had a bald spot.
That's the only thing people have been talking about is that damn bald spot.
That's why he wears those hats all the time.
Yeah, that's
do.
pretty much it. He came back. He hardly performed in the ring, and you could clearly see his fucking bald spot as he's got the monk haircut going on now. You're going bald. You're going bald.
You'd think you'd have the money to go like correct that. Like you have the money, just go get it done and just be happy with it. Just come on, man.
Yeah, well, I will say the meme police have been having a fucking field day with that one.
I have seen all of them. They're my favorite. Hustle, Loyalty, Respect, where the O is this bald spot.
Yeah. Dude, the Seinfeld wrestle posting one has been like the best because essentially there was like this whole storyline in the show where George was wearing a fucking toupee. George, who is well known for being bald, wearing a toupee, and Elaine yelling in his face, "You're bald!" And so that just has been appearing all over my timeline for a week of just pictures of John Cena as a bald man with her yelling, "You're bald" at him.
I'm so sorry, Cena, but this is what happens when you apologize to a certain country. Everyone makes fun of you forever.
Yeah.
Or you just kind of have sucked and people make fun of you forever.
Yeah, totally wouldn't have cared about his bald spot. I still really don't care about his bald spot, but he apologizing to China in Mandarin because he called Taiwan a country, that I will just be like, dude, John, what the hell is wrong with you? And that's why those pictures of John Cena as Mao Zedong are fucking hilarious. Even funnier now because, Mao was a balding fellow on those posters, and Cena's balding as well, just from the back, not the front.
Hey guys, Mandy Rose made $1 million on her fan site in December. Nick, how do you rank the subscription? You think it's a good bang for your buck?
What's the price?
She upped it. It's like $30 or $40 now. It was $20.
No. The only way that works is if you get everything with that price. If it's that price plus you're paying for photos and video, then it's bullshit.
Yeah, well, when she was still wrestling, it was $20, but when she got let go of the WWE and the notoriety about the fact she got let go from WWE for posting pictures and videos to her fans that you could see nips and lips, then the price went up because the subscribers started flooding in, because never underestimate the power of horny wrestling fans.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, but even then, I mean, there's like, if you're paying more for that than a Netflix subscription, that's a fucking problem. You better be getting more than a Netflix subscription out of that.
Yeah.
But if it's just like, oh, you have to pay $40 a month and then pay $20 for this picture of me of her being fucking naked in front of people, it's like that's too much money already.
Yeah, I would rather get a leak and not pay for any of it.
Exactly. Wait like a day or two. It'll leak on Reddit. Just go there and find it.
Yeah. You can be patient.
Yeah.
If not, that's not my problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, good for her for making money. That's great. I'm glad. I hope you have a good CPA and know what to do with that money. Yeah.
Now, our friend Goku McDuck had a clarification. He says, I meant to say that Kendo should do the Steve Irwin voice if he discovered Cthulhu, or Godzilla if that's easier.
Oh, crikey, what's that coming out of the ocean over there? Oh, it's like some big walking lizard. He's breathing like this blue flame. Crikey, stay away from that tail. Looks like it's got a bob on it. R.I.P. Steve Irwin.
R.I.P. Steve.
Yeah, well, we'll miss you, buddy.
It's been what, 20 years? Not 20 years, almost.
It's been like 15, 16, 17 years, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that happened and people in my art class were talking about it, and I'm like, that's not how he died. And then I went online and read it later. I was like, oh shit, that is how he died.
The one thing I did not like were the Halloween costumes that year. I was like, come on, man. Really?
No,
that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Never underestimate the depraved mind of human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Very true. But I was just like, like give it like you're 100% right. But I was like, give it a year, and then next year do the fucking ridiculous, terrible costumes. Like,
it won't be as timely.
You're right.
And Jeff, he died on the 4th of February, 2006.
Oh, okay.
At the age of 44.
Not old at all.
No, his birthday is the 22nd of February, 1962. He would be about to turn 61 had he not been, speared, but not by Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of his sons is still doing it, and he looks just like him. It's crazy.
And his daughter still does stuff too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She does.
Oh yeah. So we have one more message from our friend Darian217. Darian says, "It was the final Jeopardy question. Thought of you, Kendo, and cursed you briefly for not teaching me that Woodrow Wilson got married while in office previously. This is my number one source of all things Wilson. Does he look like a bitch?"
Yes.
Oh, he does look like a bitch. Big time.
Well, I didn't know the fact that Woodrow Wilson had gotten married in office to the first female president of all time, Edith Wilson. Was that big of a deal? But yes, he got married 2 years or 1 year into his term to the future first female president of the United States, Edith Wilson.
So you're telling me Jennifer Lawrence wasn't the first lady?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, okay. Then we'll leave this one alone. So, folks, we have reached the end of episode 338. We're keeping it at a nice, tight 3 hours. I know 3 hours isn't that tight, but guys, we got to press the button, and then we have to say our goodbyes.
Does he look like a bitch?
The weird dancing chicken strut thing going down the bleachers is the part that I never understood why that was in there. It's like you can dance down the bleachers without doing the weird chicken flappy strut thing, but whatever.
Well, also the thing is that they're supposed to be high school kids, but they're almost 35 filming that movie. I'm pretty sure one of the fucking T-Birds or whatever the hell they're called is like 45 in that movie. And he's supposed to be a teenager.
Didi Khan was 36. I don't know, but look, they look old, Nick. I've only seen that movie once.
Travolta might have been not definitely age appropriate, but he'd been closer to being age appropriate because he was 20 when he did Welcome Back, Kotter, and that was just a few years before Grease.
Yeah.
Grease would have been like 22 or 23.
Yeah.
So he's probably the only age appropriate one at that time. Well, one of the few, I'm sure. One of the few.
Olivia Newton's John would have been, because she died last year and she was in her 70s. So she'd been probably pushing 30 by the time that movie came out. I think, maybe.
Jesus, I'm gonna send you this picture of John Travolta. We'll post this to Twitter later, folks. By the way, folks, go to our Twitter page. We are checkmarked. We are celebrating tonight, so we'd like to thank everyone who joined us. Now, guys, I think it's time to put this awesome episode to bed. Nick, is there anything you'd like to say before we go?
For Yayo.
Perfect.
Yes, Olivia Newton-John was 30 when Grease came out, so
Jesus.
Definitely a little too old to be playing a high school lady, but what do I know?
Sandy, oh.
Oh, Sandy, you've been held back for many, many years.
Get hooked up with Mr. Cotter.
Welcome back.
So, Kendo,
dude, Welcome Back, Kotter is a wonderful show.
I fucking love that show. I really do.
It's so fucking good.
It's such a great show.
It is.
I'm sad the one guy got killed when he was trying to grave rob.
Yes. What's even more tragic is that gentleman went on to be a part of celebrity boxing where he got his ass beat by Screech.
Yep.
Well,
dude,
why are you ass beat by Screech?
It's It's like, dude, you're like 45 years old. Why are you boxing Dustin Diamond? I mean, do you need the money that bad? Clearly, actually, no. Why did I say that out loud? Because obviously you do, or else you wouldn't be doing this right now.
It's a sad world, man. All right.
Yeah, they're both dead. That's the weird part too. That was 20 years ago, and both of those men are dead.
Yeah.
But folks, go watch Welcome Back, Connor.
Yeah. So, folks, I think we're going to put this baby to bed. I think I'll just say this. Be on the lookout for your copy of Tits and Art. I posted the update to Indiegogo, taking care of that. Going to sign those books for everyone to make the deal a little sweeter, and then we're going to ship them on out. Got the mailers, got the sleeves, got everything taken care of. So we'll be taking care of you in the next couple of days. So I'd like to thank everybody for the patience. Apologize on Indiegogo's behalf because it's bullshit. But go out, check out our videos. We have some new content, and there's going to be new content coming. We needed a little break. I needed a little break for the new year, the holiday, but it's over. We're back, and I'm excited. Be on the lookout for all of our upcoming projects. Follow us on Twitter, now at the blue check mark. If you need us, you can contact us at worldclassbs@mail.com, the best mail.
.com.
And, yeah, comment on our videos, like this video, and share it all over social media. But in the meantime, folks, thank you for watching. Be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.